Okay, you guys, we are in a trade in the morning. Oh, hold on. We're in an early morning trade. We already made our trade on the futures. I am short, and I will explain what I'm doing. And I'll pull up the charts. So we're short, and we're in the morning too, so we're gonna have to be very careful with this. I'm looking to get, I have two contracts on the short side, looking to get out one on a possible retest of low of day. Want to just see how much volume we get pushing us down. So that's what we're doing. We're managing a trade right now. Getting a little bounce. Want to see if we get any follow through.
Stop by 17. Stop by.
So it looks like we got to push down to that 202 level. We went like right there. Kind of not liking that on the buy. We need to get some more aggression from the sellers because it could pull up, retest this level. That's kind of the thing. We're in the morning, so it's like gotta be a little cautious with this because these contracts are getting cheaper as the day goes on. So we really need to see the sellers follow through on this. We don't really want to see it hang around this zone because we're not on futures, we're on options. So right now I'm feeling like iffy on holding it because this is the area I wanted to see some follow through. We didn't see the follow through. I'm gonna give it like a little bit of time to possibly go retest that level up here. And then what it does up there is gonna tell me how to feel about it because we are running into more resistance up here. So we just want to see what kind of activity the sellers have in this zone. As of right now, I'm kind of feeling like just cutting it because we didn't get the momentum follow through that I wanted, which means doesn't mean that we're not gonna go lower. It just might not go lower on the time that I needed to go lower, which would be soon because of the value of the contracts going down. So it's like that was a good little cute little move, but wasn't good enough. Wasn't enough of a pullback. I wanted to see a little bit deeper pullback, but like I said, we're probably gonna go retest this level, and really what happens up here is gonna tell us the story. It's not surprising if it gets back up here, but really more of what the sellers do up here is gonna, if they just let it go straight through, I'm gonna cut it, gonna cut the contract, and because we're probably gonna push up to these levels, and we can't really afford to
Stop by 48.
yeah, we can't
Stop by.
afford to get a push all the way up there. So we just gotta see what happens with the sellers up here in these zones because we do have another resistance kind of at 235 ish. So if they let it go through smooth, then it'll probably get a push up. But we do have like that. This whole little zone, it has a lot of sellers up here. So it was a part of my plan to allow it to test in that area if it did get a push up. So we're getting close to like just cutting it. I'm gonna just give it room to see what happens up here though. I'm not gonna overly
Stop by 19. Stop by.
let's see. We just gotta see because
Stop by 73. Stop by.
it's trying to push it up. Get out of here. Alright, if there are sellers, they will need to step in around here. Or the buyers can get control over it, push it back up. Sellers gotta get aggressive. Otherwise, the buyers can control it here, push it up, and then we're just gonna close and then play the trade later today. Alright, I'm about to close this. I'm not liking the fighters holding that area in the 40s. They still gotta like prove themselves up here, but I'm not liking it too much. We are at some areas of resistance. That final level we got is at that 52 level, 54, like right here. But as of right now, the buyers got some momentum, but I don't know if they can sustain it. So we just gotta kind of see it through since we're in the trade. So we just gotta see it through and see if they can hold it, because the volume is falling off right here. I'm not gonna lie. So it's not. We just gotta see what the sellers are on up here. Because if the sellers get aggressive and push it all the way back down and show that they got some degree of control, it could still work. But we're gonna have to. They just gotta show that they're aggressive up here. I gotta see it. Because it looks like the buyers could just hold the spot and then seek higher where it's up here at this zone. So yeah, the sellers gotta prove that they could hold this down. So we are, like I said, we are at some areas of resistance. And the other thing I think I would have did is kind of look at the timing on the candle closes. I think I probably would have did that if I could go back. Is look at how close we were to the 15-minute, and I would have left that 15-minute candle close first before I got in. I feel like that would have been a better like indicator of kind of the direction momentum. So I'll keep that in mind next time. But it depends, because we kind of visited this area a little bit earlier this morning, and this zone was the 52. It's kind of that zone I tried to get above earlier. Other line was that 54. So we'll see what happens here. Getting some volume behind it. It went right up to that same level we hit before. So we'll see if it respects it and if it can hold or what. Might just have to wait till later today to do those end of day trades.
Stop by 37. Stop by.
This is kind of playing out how I was saying before, where I said that it might contest this 66 area that I was looking at. So it looked like it wants to go test that area there. 60s, possibly. Which this is good for the longs, bad for the shorts. But the other thing is like we're getting that little. We just gotta see what happens at that 65. But yeah, this is good for the longs. Made a nice recovery. Just hit that area.
Stop by 15. Stop by.
So the next area it was tested is that 7-4 level up there. We just need to see what happens there. Alright, it broke over that level. The next level is that 8. the 8-4 level. How are you gonna get over that? Let's see. The next level above that is what? 9-6. Just gotta see how it behaves up here. It's probably gonna go test above that 7 level, that 70 level, and then possibly get to the maybe the 80s and test up there. It's pretty good buying right there. Oh, it hit that level, that 8-5.
Stop by 29. Stop by.
Alright, so once they hit those levels up there, now at this point, this is what made me think it could pull back all the way down to these levels down here and then just recover it and possibly go for a higher day. So we'll break the highs on those levels up there, where we could possibly go test the top end of this range, which that would be crazy, but it is definitely possible and would kind of make this look like maybe it is a cup and handle. It's a little janky. It's a little janky, but it breaks out like that. We would just want to get out on like a pullback. But yeah, this definitely made me think of like wanting to use those candle closes as like letting those certain candles maybe like close a
Stop
little
by
bit
20.
before
Stop by.
I get into these trades, like letting the 15 or 30 minute or 1 hour candle close, because that would have been a better guide for me, because like literally it made us move right around that spot, like literally. So that's just a little something. We just have to pay for that lesson. Yeah, we have to pay for that lesson right there. But noted. So I already kind of used the time frames a little bit to help me, but like, oh, I got the 230s or 730s. $210, not $220.
Stop sell 17. Stop sell.
All right, chat. So we were doing no bueno on those first contracts, but I did go short again. I have to stick to my plan. This was my second area where I was willing to go short. I probably should have just waited for that, but like I said, I thought about that after the fact. If I would have just let this candle close
Stop by 23.
15 minutes,
Stop by.
that would have been a good spot for me to like let it play out, let it move. But now I did get my entry on that up here, because I do see overall, I'm overall looking at the trend, and this is just the next best area to short. So if it decides to just go for that high, then we'll just be done for the day. And if it wants to get out of here, but if there is a spot to short, it will be up there, and that spot shorter. Even though I'm already short, because that's the best spot to get short in the test and see if there is that volume. Did see volume divergence. First test would be it getting back to that 3.7 level, 3.5, 3.4 in here, and then possibly the 20s, and just seeing if there's enough selling momentum to like test that area again. And then we would just have to see what happens there. So I'm gonna just let this do what it do, but not happy about my trade location on that first one. So we did get like a slight little pullback on it, but we didn't get the follow through that I wanted there. But like I said, overall, I'm looking at this on a longer time frame. If this does work out on this pull down, it could take us lower. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't touch it, and I would just take the L. But the amount of aggression that we got on the sells was something I wanted to kind of see if we get any follow through on it. We'll see though. We'll see, because the buyers could like run it up. But I like that area. The only problem is we're kind of like in the middle part of the day, the lunch hour as they call it. Curious what the Top Step guys are doing right now. It's like buyers are supporting some of these prices, but let's see what they're saying. Curious what they're looking at here.
Offered at 30,285. Yep, use that level 2 data. Top Step X. Absolutely. Nice job. That's what chat. That's what we're all doing. Looking out for each other, watching each other 6.
Everybody just kind of watching. I don't know what side he's on.
So let's forget.
Feels like he's shorting too.
Let's get this.
The code is shorter.
Senior Product Manager of Top Step will be joining us. Pixel Vixen, live here on Top Step TV, will be joining. That's her government name. Indeed, that is her government name. I'm kidding. She'll be on here talking about. We'll get to know her first of all, and talk about what we have. Some things coming out at Top Step. That'll be in about 40 minutes or so.
Stop sell 15. Stop
quiz.
sell.
Right. So it says, I thought you wanted to long the pullback. Yeah, I want the pullback. This is trading for the pullback. You got to get that pullback first.
You get that boom, boom, boom.
Right. We're at a nice round number in the SPX cash, 77.75. I think it would take a lot to push it up to the next whole number of 7,800.
For the in cash.
Yeah. And we are, by the way, VIX expiration is Wednesday morning at 9:30. That is a bullish event because they do sell VIX. And that usually means ES up. I think Friday we had VIX down, market down, which is very unusual.
VIX down. Also, we've seen some VIX up, market up as well.
Yes. You can.
How does that happen, Ted? Typically, they're inverse. Why would that happen? Be honest, it's because no one knows why we're rallying. Yeah.
Well, if you get VIX cheap, if you have VIX cheap enough, like, UVIX and some of those other things, this isn't financial advice. I've actually left 1,000 shares in there at like $3, and you get one bad headline and it's $15.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm up 15 grand, but I'm probably down 20 in my
I think it's
Nvidia,
over
my
her shoulder.
Microsoft, and other
Over just
things,
a little bit.
but it wasn't a
See if
total
we get any
haircut because I
follow-through
had
right
that
there.
nice little piece of insurance.
So if we get
So you can
any
have some
follow through
line
on
in there if
this,
it gets to
like I
a low
said,
level,
we're looking at
where they're using
yeah,
it as kind of
retesting
an
this
insurance
48,
policy against
35
a
to
headline or it's
20,
cheaper.
kind of this whole zone right here. Let's see what happens in there. For how much follow through we get on that.
Short with you. They're
No, Dakota said he was long, or he's looking for a
I'm
long.
sure DES hasn't moved but a half a point. I love it. I just need Dakota's short to go
I
down
can see
50
why
so I can
he's
get some
short
points.
there, or why he wants to go long. I see it.
I was looking for 240. Yeah, I was looking for 240s right here. We might not get
Dakota,
to
you-
that.
Dakota, you say that, then you get 120 points. So keep saying that.
No, I'll take 240s here.
He might not even pull back that hard.
all right. Well, you're short Dakota from what price?
272.
272.
272.
Yeah, it might not even pull
All right,
back
we
that
got
hard.
15 minutes, bottom of the hour. London close, London close.
Yep.
Let's take a look at our
Looks like
live
it
London
rejected
leaderboard.
off of that
Also
little
see some of our
right there.
traders are capturing opportunity in these markets. Two names: Tomas, Christopher. Tomas up 10,000 bucks. Christopher up 9,800 bucks. Not bad, not bad at all. That's how you start your Monday, start your week.
Feels like the market's just gonna say, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna go up to that next zone.
New names.
We gotta see though.
Perhaps they
I mean,
change
but
throughout
the
day.
buyers is looking good up here.
Captured opportunity there. Right.
I'm not getting some follow through, so I'm gonna lighten this position up here.
Long Dakota. They didn't.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was-
No, that
I was
I
short
was looking
with-
for a
I was-
pullback.
I was short with you, and they kept. I forgot what price I was short from, and it wouldn't go lower. They held it, held it, they held a bid. I'm talking the NQ. Held a bid, held a bid, held a bid.
I think that was the pullback, man. We
It
got
might
that
be, too.
pullback down to 50s.
Yeah,
Long
maybe that
40s.
maybe that
So I
was
can-
the pullback.
This is your price
Let's
you're
see what
short
we want
from.
to do here. Yeah, right here, right now.
Did you get out, Ted?
I'm happy. I'm up. No biggie. London close, you could get, if you have turnaround Tuesday, you can get a little pop. There's so many little factors. I still think this memorandum is something that you might see a flush down today, and I wish I was short. But I'm not going to sit here and hope for some event or make it up in my mind like, oh, the memorandum, we sent a bomb.
See what the volume's like on here.
Mhm.
All right, Chad. So we want to go test that level
And
up there.
rejection there. I don't know. Ted, they got a question
Oh.
here in the chat.
Yes.
I want to hear more about Ted's strategy, your strategery on how you
Mhm.
carve these markets up.
Yeah. Or get carved.
Yeah, carving station. Yeah.
Well, like you guys were talking about in this segment before, making those readjustments. Like Dakota said, if you go a day or two, what's the data tell you? Was it me? Was it the market? But if you have a kind of a prolonged, downturn, a week or more, what are your data points that you're looking at? I like to stick with my implied move, the math. That's my main thing. I'm doing the math in the spider. I'm coming up with what big market makers think the potential move in the S&P cash is. So if the implied move today is 30 points, market makers think that they priced their options properly for the market to go up 30 or down 30. So if I'm down 30, I buy. If it's up 30, I short. And at that point, I'm on the side of the market makers who have been around and will be around for a very long time long before I'm in and out of trading. So
Stop
my
by.
goal is to find where they are, do the math, stick to the math. It's not what I think, it's not what I feel. It's purely math. And that usually wins in the long run.
Math will math. Yes, it will. Very good. A little pop here in the ES. Little pop here in crude. Little pop here in crude. Down tick in the 10-year euro London close in 10 minutes. Gentlemen, I will be right back. Right when the London close hits, I'll see you in a few. BRB, trade it up. Don't make all the money without me. Be right back.
You got it.
Stop
Good,
by.
Dakota.
Man, it's frustrating out this market. I was looking for a
Stop
decent
by
pullback. I have to
28.
get out of this.
Stop
I'm now
by.
flat.
Mhm.
Scratch that trade. Yeah, I was looking for 240s, and I wanted to get long at those 240s. So we didn't get it. We held these 250s, and up and away. We just keep rallying
Those-
here.
It was a good cut. I mean, listen, you see this range. Does it break out? I don't know.
Yeah, we got the Nasdaq up 0.4, but you see Micron. You see those up 6%,
Yes.
5%. These
Yeah.
huge, giant swings. We got SpaceX up towards $149, 148. So SpaceX might be above $2 trillion market cap again, which is interesting. Very
Yes.
interesting for me.
Same thing happened in Facebook, remember? Facebook had that kind of like a little debacle on its IPO, and where are we at? $600, and they were thinking that 75 was overpriced. So
Hmm.
I did add more to my SpaceX when it was a teenager.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Nvidia started off the day only up 60 cents, and I do watch that Mag 7 like you, and it's up what, close to $2 now, or $1.50. Let's see. I'm on the screen. I watch my equities on. Yeah, we're up $2.30. So before you transferred over here, it was only up 60.
These 275s, man. These 275s
Yep.
is a freaking wall. A wall.
100%.
Stop sell
I mean,
18.
There could
Stop
be a point
sell.
in the Nasdaq where scalping 5-10 points. 10 points is pretty tough. 10 points not is looking pretty
Agreed.
tough now.
Yeah. Dakota, I've said that over and over. If I have 3 MNQ and I get 10 points, whether I'm long or short, 2 of those contracts are off. And hopefully I get a runner on the 3rd. So if it does, whatever your size is, like mine's MNQ, or, somebody trades the big contract, God bless them. But if I get 10, I'm out. And then I hope for a runner on a 3rd of the position, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I used to like entering into multiple contracts so you could scale. I'm going to try this. A break above 274. I have a buy stop. This is the Freedom Combine. The buy
Yep.
stop means it'll trigger me into a long if we break above 274.5. And then I'm just going to try and scalp. I'm going to try and have one contract for, 3-4 points. Another one for a little bit longer. See if I can hold on.
Hang in the
So
zone.
just something maybe I just go back and I adjust
Mm-hmm.
and see if we could scalp some of this price action.
You doing the mini?
Yeah, these are minis in the Freedom.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I've been getting smoked in the live account the last week, but we'll see.
By the way, I'm in if you need somebody to caddy for you on a night you're alone in the slow markets.
Ooh, okay. I'll let
I'll
the team
take
know.
anytime, man.
Yeah, I think definitely this week. Really.
I watch you. I don't know how you do it, but I watch. I'm like, I'll caddy for you. Like, I don't know how you feel. 9,000 questions in the chat and trade, and there's a lot of management going on when you're by yourself. So I'm like, I'll caddy. I'll carry your bag.
Oh, dude, I love it, man. I love it. I love when I have
Let's go.
Jay or Braden or somebody on with me that could handle some of the conversation and the questions, because trading in the live account in front of everyone and managing a stream, like we all know, trading is hard enough.
Right.
But then doing
How
it,
he does it.
managing a stream, it just makes it 10 times difficult. And
100%.
especially this past couple weeks, week or so, it's just the price action for slow markets has been the worst.
Hmm. That's
What
interesting.
is the Freedom account? This is a 250K Freedom Combine. I have access up to 25 minis, which I don't know if I'll ever get there. That's huge. And $5,000 daily loss limit. So testing it out. This is a great way when you're struggling in, say, your funded account or a live account. Switch to a combine. Practice. I always hit
Let's see what
practice,
happens with
no matter
that,
what.
50
What are you talking
level.
about?
Watch this thing's gonna get back down to those 240s now. I'm gonna pull that order.
By the way, when I first started watching you on slow markets, am I correct? You were trading a little bit of Nikkei
Yes.
based on the
Yeah.
pattern that was being set up in the S&P that day. Am I right about that?
Yeah, Nikkei. It was
Sell to the
Nikkei.
50s.
I was talking about last night.
Oh,
It's similar price action too, where it's a little
Yep.
bit slower, the volatility's low, and I was trading the Nikkei. It's a Japanese market, and it's pretty active during that
Or
time
five
of night.
speed.
But yeah, I was talking about 25 minis. I was trading 25, 30
5.5s.
minis,
So,
and just letting them run overnight.
well, I did an overlay of your Nikkei trades on the day of S&P. I mean, they were pretty much on top of each other. So there was some predictability there, in your Nikkei trade. Like, wow, the first hour of the Nikkei being open, you could lay it over the S&P and it looked identical. So where you had to fill in the gap towards the close of the Nikkei, I thought it was pretty ingenious. I called my buddy that's my options trader friend, institutional. I said, are they really this close? He said, yeah, they are pretty close.
Yeah, they were
So,
very correlated.
mhm.
We're going to be in this range, man. 250s to 270s.
Yes. So that's the left side of the cup. On the NQ was 78, and there's another one if it wants to break out at 320. The ES is way behind on the right side of the cup for the same trade. The ES would have to get back to 07 to match the move that we got in the NQ, so it's lagging pretty good.
All right, here comes
Yeah.
some buyers. Let's see if we can catch this buy stop again. Buy
Still
stop
bad.
for 5. Break through these 70s. Getting a little bit more momentum off those 250s. There's a big order sitting at 285. There's 120 contracts sitting there at 285.
That's a big candle, big momentum candle.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it. This 5-minute looks pretty bullish.
All right, we're
A big
above.
wick right up
I'm gonna
into
go
these
long on
270s.
this.
You guys
Take
long?
it. What are we
Long
looking for?
MES.
I'm long. I'm
Buy
I'm
long
looking
the
for
Nasdaq.
02 in the ES and possibly 07.
Okay, Dakota long Nasdaq. What price, Dakota?
265. Just got triggered in.
Two-
I'm gonna try and
265.
scalp it a little bit. Looking for 5-10 points, and then try and leave a runner on.
Okay, 265.
I'm putting in a stop way down, something crazy. Low of the day, I'm putting a stop in case this, our headlines come out. What's going on over in Hormuz and Iran?
What is? Yeah. Looking for any clue?
You already
here.
have a
Long-
daily loss stop in your Freedom account, though. 5Gs. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Always have a stop. Always have a stop, no matter what.
Yes, definitely. We got London close 50 seconds. Bottom of the hour. London close. Take a look at these prices. ES 77.99. Last trade there. Gold trading about $2 off the highs. 44.82 would be that price. Crude seeing a little bit of a downside push here. $82.49. Crude been in a range between 60-cent range, $82.75, lower end $82.10.
And this market. This
I'm looking
market.
for clues. I know. It's this market's looking for clues. What do we do? This market is trying to figure out what do we do.
This is not it. I think I might have too tight a stop because I still want to be in long, and it just tagged me out.
Okay, there's one close.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we do.
NQ right at initial balance high right now, 30,265. ES not
We're in
initial
this
balance
range.
high.
We're in this 15-point range the last 30 minutes, Andre.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You missed nothing, Dre.
I missed
Fireworks.
everything. I missed you guys. What are you talking about? I missed you guys.
Hey,
Get those questions in. Group coaching, too.
Oh.
Also, that link into the chat. Group coaching, get those questions in.
it's fighting this whole. The figure is always a messy place.
Run it again. I'm gonna run it back. I'm
7,800
gonna run it
is
back to the long
massive.
side.
Pattern recognition, you do get a little volatility selling and a little pop at the 11:31 time frame.
Let's see if we can run it back to the long
Pattern
side.
recognition. I'm trying to recognize this pattern, Ted. I can't say I can really recognize. Last time I said this, though, the chat got all over me. I've been doing this for a while.
Mm.
This pattern, I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
I would lean towards bull flag.
I'm leaning short ES right now.
I see it.
Short
Regardless,
ES.
it's
Okay.
consolidating. Which way it breaks is a different story, though.
Which way it breaks?
I want to see it get towards the 50s. What happens in that area?
Short ES. Okay, Dakota, you are long from 265.
No, I'm flat. I'm flat.
Oh, you're
I have
flat,
a buy-
flat.
I
Okay.
have a buy stop order in though at 272 to get back in long if we want to get it back above there.
Okay. All right, Ted, you're flat. All right, let's do this. Get JD in here. Get JD in here. JD, come on in. P&Ls, payouts. Hit us with the good news. What's up, JD? Happy Monday.
What's up, guys? Happy Monday
Stop
to
sell
you.
38.
Yes, we got payouts and
Stop
P&Ls
sell.
from Friday. Here they are. Yesterday's top 5 live funded P&Ls. Up at the top, we've got Wang, $17,565 in profits on Friday, trading gold and silver. Wang's in a 100K live funded account. He's 4 winning days. 1 winning day away from another live funded payout. Closed out last week with a nice $9,000 payout also. Vinay up next, $15,857 in a 150K live funded account trading in the NASDAQ. 2 winners away from that very first live funded payout. Go get it, Vinay. Rahimi, we're going to see Rahimi on our Octagon board in just a minute. $12,137 in profits trading the NASDAQ. Rahimi's got over $30,000 in payouts so far just this month, the month of August, over 30 grand in payouts. Nassim, $11,749 trading the NASDAQ on a 150K live funded account.
40,
Nassim took some time off
37.
over the last couple of weeks, but he's back in the markets now.
Stock sell
What a
52.
way to get
Stock
started.
sell.
$11,749 in
Stock
profits on
by
Friday.
16.
Alfredo
Stock
rounds out the
buy.
top 5 with $11,102 in profits, trading the NASDAQ on a 150K live funded account. Alfredo's sitting
Stock
on
sell.
29 winning days since taking his last payout. I'm sure you're paying yourselves, guys. Go get that money, Alfredo. Those are your top 5 live funded P&Ls from Friday. All right, here are some payout numbers for everybody. Take a look at these. Up on top, John M, $32,241. Zikong, $12,293. Pallavi, $9,284. Antonio, $9,134. And Gene rounds out the top 5 on the payout board with $9,108 going right in the pocket. These are all, once again, these are all live funded traders trading in the live markets, Pro Ball traders, each and every one of them. All right. Here's a little recap of what's happening on the Top Step Octagon P&L board. so far this month. We just talked about Rahimi with that huge winning day on Friday. What was that total again? $12,137 in profits on Friday for Rahimi. And we see how Rahimi is progressing up the board, sitting on top of the Octagon P&L board right now with $40,055 in total profits for the month of August. Getting a lot closer to that $75,000 performance bonus. Everybody will get that money.
Selling.
All right, there's your Octagon update for Monday.
We get followed
Thank
right
you, guys.
here.
Go on,
Could
baby.
get to those
Oh, I
30s.
like seeing that. Very good.
Oh, there it is.
All right,
It's
here's
those
this
30s.
push. Move lower. We decided
Let's see if we
direction.
can get below the 225 area. It's
Shorter.
the next area.
Give me that long.
Yes.
Stop by 19. Stop by.
I think we're going to 7775.
I think we're going to 7790, Ted. That's the session low. I don't.
We're close to it.
That's.
It is a
where I'm like,
magnet. It's a total magnet.
See if we get any follow through in the zone.
You get a little retest. You get a little bit of a
Sellers trying to
bounce
control
here.
this
Might be
area.
worthy of a short.
I'm not short from 9.7. That price. Short from
A lot
9.7.
of buyers at that 40 level.
This is the pullback I was looking for to buy.
24.
Almost at 240.
Here we go. We got the long and short guy. The long and short gang again. Here we go.
Oh,
and both make
yeah.
money.
Ain't nothing better. We
Can break
take a
below
look
that 44
at-
level. We could get those 30s and then
Look at
25.
this 30 year. What are rates at? 30 year. Looking for anything.
See.
5.29% in that 30 year.
That says we get below that
7%.
38 level.
Here's your 92.
Could be GG's for this top part of the zone.
That's all I wanted. I wanted one of them off at 92.
What are you short from, Ted?
Huh?
What are you short from?
9
Stop by 27.
450.
Stop
I don't see
by.
any reason to size up in anything.
Okay.
You know? Really.
Well,
What do you see if we get any follow through on it?
If
Why
I
are we
had a
looking for
freedom, if I traded a freedom account, I might size up, but I don't
what's
see
the
a
difference,
reason
though?
to size up in trade.
A trade is a trade, though, right? A trade is a trade. In terms of just your conviction.
Yeah, but I don't have enough wiggle. I don't have enough wiggle room in my little combine.
Gotcha.
For
Account
full-
management.
full
Okay.
See if we
Rating.
get any aggressive selling
like
below
that.
this level here.
I do
At
in my other
37.
account. I'm good.
50-50 tilt. 50-50 on the tilt right now. Crude oil trading $82.68. Gold saw that big run up
Up
with
to that
the
25
first
zone.
20-25 minutes here in fast markets. About a $40 rally. Went from 44.40,
See if we get
44,
follow through on this. So
80, 85s. About $5 off the highs right there. Also, don't forget, in just a few minutes, the senior product manager, Top Step, Pixel Vixen herself will be joining us. We'll be all meeting her, introducing her to the traders out there, and also telling us what's got on deck in terms of Top Step.
Iceberg sell at
Famous gamers. All you gamers out there,
30,251.5.
you may
Iceberg
recognize the
sell.
name Pixel Vixen.
hmm, interesting.
So, bringing that background
Something
to
like the-
Top Step. Product side.
Sellers
Talk
getting a
about pop
little
cards,
active
proof of payout.
in there.
Today, but then we have
Nice.
profiles in
Let's see
the
and get below
pipeline.
that 4-4 zone.
So make sure you stick around
around
for that.
Here,
Pop quiz is back.
close below that.
Nasdaq's trying to hold these 240s.
Yeah, let's
Short
see the other chart.
Down tick in crude.
Oh,
Winner
there
of
it
these equities
goes.
going to take a look
There
at
it
the
goes.
30 year.
Like
Winner
I
of these equities
said.
going to take a look at the 30 and say,
Go
oh,
look up the other chart.
29%, huh?
When
Right
this
now.
happens towards this like
So I'm short. Yes, NQ is not
30
as sensitive to
and 25 zone
Covered some
move
down
in
here
this 30
because
year.
once we start getting closer
Yes,
to
a
these
little bit more
levels,
sensitive.
we slip below
Too
that.
sensitive.
It could get good for our
Oh,
trade.
Ted, did you see what the top TV tip of the week is?
No.
Don't always be right, or yeah,
Sooner it loses control
let
in
go
the
of always
zone, the better.
being right. Let go of being right. Let go of being right.
Mm.
Head on. Yeah,
I want to
that's
see it
hard.
really flush below that 30 level.
I don't know.
It's a hard one.
How many
for-
times can you? How many times can you? How many
Stop
times
sell
can you be wrong?
78.
It
Stop
gets me in
sell.
trouble in relationships, Ted. It gets me in wrong. It gets me.
Oh, it's trying.
It gets me in
Oh,
trouble
there
in
goes the
trading.
sellers.
Let go of being right.
Sellers are getting active. Let's see if they can flush that zone towards the 25s. Oh.
There was a bench
Hold on, I want to see you get
in
more.
Manhattan.
Stock
that
sell
helped
43.
Oh
one.
yeah, let's
Stock
fucking
sell.
go.
I'll
Come
Stock
on,
sell.
bro. Come
On
on,
it.
bro. My
I tell
shit,
you what,
bro.
guys would
We just
go
need to see
have
the
a
follow
tough
through in
day
the
and be like,
zone.
anybody get the number up that helped one.
Once
It's
it got
like,
below
"Oh,
that level,
I
we just
gotta
want
go.
to see it hold below
I
this
gotta
25.
go, whatever it is.
If it holds below this 25, this could get really nice
Mhm.
on the sell for our trade.
Will be
I'm
long.
trailing my,
I wanna
I'm
see
trailing my
flush.
stop here.
Let's just
I'm
go ahead
below
and
my
flush to the
entry. I'm in a
15s. Let's
small
see.
little
Let's flush to the
position.
15s. Come on down, buddy. Come on down,
I'm
buddy.
happy. Making money today.
Sellers already
Good.
exposed. They've been waiting the whole time.
I lost.
I knew it was some
You're
sellers
making
in
money.
there, bro.
I gave a lot.
No,
I knew it was some sellers.
I'm losing money right now.
You're in freedom though, freedom dollars.
I'm in the
We're all
freedom
freedom,
account.
man. This is trade, baby. This is trading.
Freedom.
I said we get a
Freedom.
flush
Ain't
down
nothing
to
like
those
it. Ain't
15s,
nothing
those
like it.
10s. The
Shorty
sellers already
equities in
showed
the
they got
freedom
control
account.
in
It's
this
not-
area.
You know,
Once it fell back in the zone, it was GG's for the buys. If the buyers were strong enough, they would have held it at the. They tried to hold it up here at the
yes,
70s the whole
ticks
time.
To go. 2 ticks to go.
I feel like this shit might flush. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like it might flush.
1
to
tick
the
to go.
10s.
77.90. New lows ES.
With this
Wow.
momentum that we got.
New lows ES. Very anticlimactic.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Let's
anticlimactic.
go.
Alright,
That
I'm out.
price-
I gotta get out of this.
Let's go.
Gotta get out.
We flushed the 10s.
Okay.
Ooh, that could get interesting.
7775 Dakota. That's
see.
where you can get large and in charge.
Buyers already lost control over
You're
this.
right
It's just a
back.
matter of how
Little
fast
mess.
the move happens. They
Mhm.
could try to go test those 30s, but it looks really weak.
Oh, now. All right, I got
Out
out of
I
my
feel
little
like it's probably just gonna flush to the
two
10s
contracts,
at this
right?
point.
I mean, yeah, pick the low. Never
And
really
then
done
we'll
that
see
before
if
in my
there's some
life
buyers
situation.
active at that level. If the buyers don't pick it up there, then ooh, this could get interesting.
Just every time we've made
Okay,
new
we
lows
hit
in
that
the
10
ES.
level.
Okay, now we're
Now,
starting to follow through.
Now, if the
New
sellers,
lows,
if the buyers don't pick it up
80,
here,
new lows
they can't
ES,
pick it up here,
77.
then
88 quarter would be that
it's
price.
gonna get real interesting
Q.
for the sellers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Still got about
We got a
7 points
lot
of
of
flows there.
little room we could go down.
We're down
If it
16
flushes
points
this
in the
area.
S&P cash, and the implied move in the options market was 30. So
Still
you
room.
have 14 more points in downside in the ES before I would.
Let's see if he gets back over those
Take it,
2.5
big
levels.
buyer.
If we can't get back over the 2.5s, I think
50.
we could just flush. Next
If I
level
was
after
flat right now,
2.8s.
which I'm not, I'd be looking for a long in the ES.
Threes
So
for
that
the
tells me I'm gonna shave 2
See if it gets rejected here. If it's
off
able
the
to bounce up to the
shorts.
30s.
The buyer step in here in the NQ.
Okay, they're trying, but I don't know
Yeah.
if they're gonna be able to do it because the sellers
So you make
control
that
this
new
area
low
right
and the
here.
NQ catches.
So it's like they could push it, try to buy it here, but the sellers control this whole zone. So I'm not really sold on any bounces right here. That was such an aggressive move into the zone that the sellers have control in. So it's like we close below this 217 under 220. That's really bad for the buyers. So they could try. I mean, it makes sense that it goes back and retests this. It did that this morning. It came back, retested this level, and sold off again. And it looks like it's doing the exact same thing. We just went a little bit higher than what we did before, but it wasn't able to hold above that level. The volume dropped off right there. But what we want to see is if it can flush below that 200 level though. Like if we're able to get to that 200 level, flush below there, that will be a good sign for the sales because the buyers do still have a chance to buy it up. But we really want to see how aggressive it can get below those levels though. So that's kind of the thing. Because if we measure this move, 30 points, it could get to, that would take us to 170s and I'll be back to low day. So yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I was playing for that move up there when I shorted at the top. That's why I bought more contracts up there. Because I said, yo, if this shit pushes past and goes to retest low day, we have even lower prices we could go test towards here in this zone. And then if we go test this zone and we crack below there, it could get even more interesting when we come test back into this zone. So that's kind of why I shorted up here to see, okay, when we pull down here, what happens to the price, and the sellers have complete control over this. Like the sellers just have control here. I don't know how to say it. They just have a lot of aggression.
All right.
And
All
pretty
good,
much
all good.
controlling the fuck out the price down here. I mean, the buyers are barely able to push it back up.
Balance low was broken.
Like to me, it just seems like the
ES,
sellers
that
were
price is
waiting
77.91.
to bait all these buyers into selling it down.
Initial balance low is session lows. Price of
So yeah, we're gonna let it play around in the zone.
1,156.
You know, this is the last zone the buyers can try to keep the price. But as of right now, I like where we're at.
Trying
the
to hold
sell?
it here in the Nasdaq.
hold what bid?
Trying.
Yeah,
but
hold
the
these.
sellers got control
220s.
right here. We got a few
Chat's
more
fired up.
seconds
Chat's
on the
fired.
chart.
Chat is fired up. Chat, did you click like? Did you click subscribe? Did you click notify?
See
That'll
what
like-
happens
that
when
ain't
this
like
candle closes on that 4-5.
Am I the only one that has
Trying.
Mandy staring at me frozen right now?
I see
we all
that.
do.
We all do. I see it.
Or y'all do?
Oh yeah.
Just trying.
Wait.
That's like
No,
Buyers
they're-
trying to fight back in
doing?
this little zone, but I don't know. I just don't think they got control here. Like, they're
So
trying,
is that
but
a retracement for a short?
sellers kind of already
My,
showed
looking
my
at-
opinion.
that they have
Where are you
short
looking at?
control in the zone.
I think
right
I'm
here.
watching the 30 year just down tick some new lows. ES might be wanting to find.
You
another-
got hammered doing that the other day. By the way, I love you.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, I know, bro.
You
Oh, I
guys
know.
hammered.
I
You and
know.
Hogue were like, gotta turn that off.
Oh man, I know. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't, man. I know. And
See how much they can
It's
push
so
it back up, but
overlapping.
there's sellers waiting
Just
right
turn
up
that
here in
down.
that
Long
zone
here.
that they're trying to push it into. And if they're just gonna, I just think, based off the volume, it seems
You
like
do have
if
a
they
nice
do
bottom
keep trying to
tail
push
in
it up,
the-
they
in
could
the
get
ES.
rejected really hard and just come back to the bottom of the
Not that you
zone
need me to help you
at
make
that
money, but it is a nice.
32.
It is a bullish
18.
move in the ES
I
right
need you to help me make money, Ted.
now.
This week. This week is. Yeah.
It's funny.
cannot deny they cannot work.
Just gotta let it work out, but I think the sellers still have control, and we just gotta let it play
Long
out. But
Dakota?
yeah, buyers trying, but
29,
it's
yeah,
like
sounds right.
every time the sellers
Can
just
hold this.
come back with volume and push it back down.
Told myself
so
I'd buy a pullback,
it's
and we're getting a
Yes.
pullback. So I would beat myself up if I do not buy this
Don't
pullback.
I don't know
that.
why he's so adamant about buying
Mm.
down here. I don't
Don't
know
do
why
that.
in the area that the
I gotta
sellers
trust what
have
I say
control.
sometimes, and lately it's been
Right away.
blown up in my face.
Dakota, do
Yeah,
you
just
Stop
give it
sell
up, gang.
25.
Give it up, gang. Why you
Stop
just trying to
sell.
go long right
when
here?
I watch a
What?
5 minutes, sometimes it shows me one picture, and I'm like, hold on.
We
a
like
second.
zoom out.
Go to the 1 hour. Does that
Yeah,
ever help
zoom
you?
out a little bit. Cause
I talked about this in slow markets tonight.
nothing in here seems to buy right here. Like maybe if you
Yes.
bought like
Going to higher
lower this
highs
morning, that
will
was a good
definitely
spot
help.
to buy. But here, I just
Because right
I
now,
don't
in
see
my
it.
the AES 1 hour, there's a long wick on the top, a long wick
Yeah.
in the middle, and we're right in the middle. Like to me, this is a crapshoot. Flip of a coin to choose a direction.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean the top of the wick is 03, and the bottom of the wick
Sellers
is
just waiting to push
88,
us down.
and we're
just
sitting at 92.
consolidating.
So that little candle body
Yeah.
that's forming in the
I'm
middle
just
in
waiting
the
for
1
the
hour,
sellers to push us back to the bottom of the zone.
that to me looks
What's
like.
that? 15.
Go ahead, Ted. Get chopped. Donate money. It's,
Sounds like I've had
it's,
too tight of stop
I want to see
losses
follow
lately.
through
I tried along twice here
on that short.
Mhm.
and stopped me out both of
I
them.
want to see the sellers come back, test that
And
zone.
as of right now,
I will
we're just
cut the trade
hovering at around
if
these
we
220.
get a bounce
So I
there.
got stopped out twice.
But I would like to see some momentum when we
Stop
come
loss
back
was
and test
way
that low of
too
the last
tight.
candle. So that's what we're waiting for, and I think that's around the 3210s.
I've got the chart up, the hour chart. on my
So I
phone.
want to
Alright,
see
I
the
should probably get
sellers.
out of at least half of these, right? It's not terrible. You know, the price
Are you
action
up?
is
I want to see
absolutely
the
terrible.
sellers come
for past
test
few
that
weeks.
bottom part
It's
of the
not.
zone.
It's just different. It's just
then
a
I'll
change.
be
It's on
willing to
us.
Just
get out.
different.
It's on
100%.
us. It's on us to adapt.
Just trying to get to that
It's
third.
terrible.
It's
It's
gonna be able to do it. They trying it. They try to push it back to that 35, but I don't think it's in the buyer's interest at
Is
this
there
price.
anything
to-
wrong with only
get there.
1 to 3 trades?
I
a
could
day
be
and
wrong.
making money?
But the
You're
sellers
gonna be
just
in
got
here all day.
control in this little zone, this little 15-point zone right here. I think we
love
need to
that.
test lower before there's more buyers that step in. I mean, the buyers are sitting
Stop
there
sell
at this
20.
level right here.
Stop
at
sell.
the 210s.
Dump it.
So if there is a spot, the buyers will step in. It will be there. But that's why I want to see it come retest
You
that
still
level
short?
to see if the sellers step in at that level.
I took mine off.
yes, I
the
am.
whole
I am still short.
Right.
I just
for
want
you
to see
guys,
it come
break.
test that. that
Let's
level.
get it.
But if we can get below
Uh-huh.
that, we got some levels at
The 1 hour
205
chart
and
closes in 11 minutes.
30,
11 minutes.
200.
Also, that's to be the top of the hour. A couple minutes here. Also,
I just want to
get
see
those
follow
questions
through
in
here.
group coaching.
Let's see if we get follow through on
We
this.
might be down ticking. Shorts.
I want to see some follow through and they get aggressive
And
and possibly push below this 212 level.
you have George. Jay.
We
and
can push
Dolby
below
Top
this with volume.
Jumping on after this. Little thunder.
It could get really aggressive, like going to push towards the like 200, 205. Which we already did. I guess we got a little closer to that than I realized, but I would like to see some aggressive
It's wild,
volume.
yeah.
Pushing
It's,
below here. Trying to bounce a little
Some
bit.
pressure here.
I
Gold,
don't
what's
know
gold?
about
4 bucks
that.
off the highs.
Let's
4
see.
bucks off the highs. Yes, looking.
Trying to hold it. I don't know if
Which
they
ways
can
you
hold
wanna
it.
go?
though. I think the sellers got control in this whole
Tell me we're gonna
zone.
be in a 10-point range right here now.
Got close, bounced
day
a little
malaise.
bit. Makes sense that it bounced right there, but I just want to see if we can follow through. That could take us to the lower part of the
I
zone.
think it's a trade with
I
top
don't know.
step.
I don't know.
I don't.
Trying to buy it back up.
Dakota, I
Wanted to
can't
buy this
remember.
dip.
I can't.
Kind of like just
I
hanging
can't remember
around
looking at
this
the
little zone
Nasdaq
right
quote. And it's
here.
been 2 or 3 points, like in the same price for
Huh?
15, 20 minutes in a while.
No.
222, 230, like
Try it. What the heck? That
pretty tight
support level
range.
right there.
Iceberg sell at
This past week and a half, man, that's what
30,231.5.
it's been.
Iceberg sell.
Especially during
What's that mean?
my regular slow
I looked
market,
that
it's
up.
been
That was
low
the iceberg
volatility. We
cell.
see it. VIX at 14, VIX below 15.
Iceberg
It's
cell.
something we have to adjust to.
mhm.
And if we start rallying here,
yeah.
I'm over here. Just,
I don't know
too
about
tight
a
to
rally
stop.
in this
Too
zone.
tight to
We gotta
stop.
see.
That's okay.
Well, we
Makes
are.
sense,
So
we
make
can
sure
go
you
get
got
a
some of
test
those
back to
shorts.
that
What
4-2.
there's been opportunity.
Large
here.
trades split into smaller portions where only smart parts visible.
Are you long from Dakota?
So there's a sell.
Well, I think that was wrong. But I
High big
was
size
Oh.
last end.
keeps other market players from
From
seeing
220s.
massive sell off. So
I
he's
just
at
had
we're
this
too
trading
tight to stop,
iceberg
got
sell
stopped
right
out,
there.
man. I had too tight to stop. Got
Prevents
stopped
panic
out a
selling and
couple
price
times.
crashes.
Now I'm gonna
So
watch
there's a
this
seller
dip.
at that zone that we
Bought
were
up.
just at, but they're
There's
hiding, basically.
No, it's not going to go without you, pal. I think this
guess that was
candle
right
buy is
there.
going to close on the 1 hour, and you're going to get another push down.
Really?
Yeah. When we're all fair, I bet you we got a 7, 7, 8, 8 breaks, then 8, 2, then 7, 5, and I
They said
really
there's a
would
seller right
love
there. At that low we just came
something
from,
crazy to happen and go to
but
7,
they're
7,
hiding it.
5, 3, 5, 0.
And that's yeah.
Interesting.
Listen, I've walked away from here thinking that never trade that price.
Oh yeah. Oh for sure, Ted. 100%.
Put a bid down there and gone to lunch and looked at my phone and went, I'm up $400. I can't believe that bid got hit and it bounced right off it.
When are we gonna pay attention to these yields? Well, Ted, a couple minutes here, fast forward. When are we gonna see Ted? When will Top Step TV see Top Step Ted again?
Thursday and Friday, I think.
That's a lot. All right, all right.
Hey, it's up to you, baby. You call me in, I'm in. I'm in.
Oh, you well?
All right. You call me up from the minor leagues, and I will come play with you.
No,
any
this is the
day
big
you
leagues.
want.
We got big league chair. I got you. All right, I got. What is? I was up wax
They said there's
2,800,
a
then went
seller
down
in
to up
30s
300.
zone, but they're hiding it.
Hold there.
That's
Dakota will
crazy.
see you
We
on
got
slow
all type of
markets
little
this
tactics there.
Evening.
But that's the actual price we're seeing.
Nasdaq is playing with my emotions.
If we pull back to
Heart
those 30s
day.
levels, then
Yup. Oh my
That's
There
God.
might
it's
be
not
some
even
sellers
Nasdaq. This
waiting
is
in there.
decent price action. It's me, man. Like I had way too tight a stop and let this market chop me up, even though the read was
Good. This is
Not
there's
bad.
stuff to be learned today. Like, pick and choose your spots. Pick and choose your spots. Try to, ES, take 4 points out of a trade. NQ, take 15 points out of a trade. Good cut. Okay. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Mark, okay, NQ started finding some buyers now. Dakota, Ted, good job.
Yes.
All right. Absolutely love it. Love the
Thank you.
info. I'm going to see you on Slow Markets Tab. We're going to see you later on this week on Top Step TV. Again, coming up next, we got V-Live George. We got Jade. We got Dolby Time. After that, we got group coaching. Gabe, Mo, and who? Markets are waking up. Stay locked in. Our competition's sleeping right now, but we ain't because we don't sleep. This Top Step TV. Let's go. Let's get
Going
that
back
money.
to that
Come on.
level.
Oh, let's go.
All right.
Hey, friends and traders, as always, please.
Okay, so we had some sellers in this little zone that are hiding. So let's see what that means when we come back and test that level. But it said the iceberg order was around the 30s, so let's see when it gets back to the 30s. What does that mean for support? Is it gonna fall through it, or is it actually gonna hold up? I'm just getting familiar with this terminology on the iceberg orders. So I'm curious if how that shows up when we come back to retest it. Like, how does the price action behave around the iceberg order? So if the sellers are hiding their order, they're hiding their sells. That's so interesting. I'm out to YouTube for shit. We did the iceberg around here. You're gonna see though. 32.74. Let's see. What is that? So it's like they fake holding it up here, but it's really not. The buyers in the zone for real. It's like they just want to hold it up here just to trick niggas into thinking it's making an up move when they really are aggressive selling at this level. Let's see how it plays out. Like I said, when it pulls back down, they're showing that there's activity at that 3.5 level. It's like they're trying to keep it above that because people know that's an important zone. Like I'm clearly able to identify it's an important zone, so other people know that too. But let's see. What is iceberg?
Better futures start now with the NinjaTrader mobile app. With the power to customize how you trade on the go, you can quickly and easily place trades.
We
You
ain't
will
trying to do
learn
that.
what is footprint chart trading strategy. I will show you real example, and also you will learn what is icebergs in trading, how to use them, how to work with them. Let's start. This video will be based on our real trade. I recorded it from start to end. That's why I watch till then, because it is real practical stuff that you can use and make money during these days. Those trades happen on a Dogecoin. What exactly happened? On a Dogecoin, what I saw, a significant limit order appeared at this price, 0.08760. Someone set significant limit order.
What's going on, everybody? Got Cody Ashmere here, bringing you tonight's free video. And in this video, what I want to do is talk about iceberg orders. I know a lot of you have been seeing me trade with them, or using that data point in my analysis of trading for what I consider a high probability trade. And so what I'm going to do in this video is I want to discuss what iceberg orders are, where you can find them, and a few examples on what, or I guess on how you could use them. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first off, iceberg order, what is it? I guess the best way to first go about it is, let's bring up a picture of an iceberg. All right, so an iceberg order is
This is an iceberg order, sitting on the offer at $39.60. 170 contracts have already been filled by this hidden actor. As market buyers gain momentum and price approaches the iceberg, note how the book only displays around 100 sell orders at this level. A surge of aggressive buyers lift the offer with over 300 contracts, yet the price level cannot be broken. The hidden iceberg order just absorbed all the buyers, now with a fill of 497 contracts. Buyers have another go at breaking this level, and they get completely absorbed once again. Here come the buyers again, with around 700 more contracts, yet the iceberg provides a solid defense. Buyers finally break through, fully filling the iceberg order. This is an iceberg.
Interesting. Okay, it's going to test that level I was talking about, where the iceberg order was before in those 30s. So let's see if it cracks below. And that's going to be interesting if it just falls below that level. Smooth as fuck. That's going to tell me that iceberg was in that zone. If it falls to those 15s or 20s quickly, which it looks like it's about to do.
Stop sell 18. Stop sell.
Oh, it might do it. Oh wow. So interesting, bro. Wow, they really be hiding orders on this shit. Passively too, like, and they really make it look like the price is actually getting bought up and they're just absorbing all the buyers to resell it. Yo, if it flushes those 15s, this would be the craziest fucking thing. Dude. That's so crazy how they're able to manipulate the price like that. Because they were there, the sellers were there the whole time. They just let the price look like it was going back up. Yo, this might flush that previous level we were at. Towards the 15s, 17s. Wow.
What do you notice about these candles? There seems to be a wall of
Stop
resistance.
sell 15.
Volume bars show
Stop
aggressive
sell.
buying and volume dots show where the transactions happened. For every active buyer, there's a passive seller. But when we turn on the liquidity heat map, the order book is surprisingly thin. So who's taking the other side of all this buying? It's an iceberg order. These hidden orders are typically placed by large institutional investors. The iceberg indicator confirms a fill of over 2,500 contracts. We don't know the reason behind it. They could be entering, they could be taking profit, they could have a 1 hour time horizon or a 1 month time horizon. They could be simultaneously hedging in different instruments or entering a naked short position and will become trapped if the market moves against them. So, how can you use this information in your trading plan? One strategy would be to scalp in the direction of the iceberg, using it to manage your risk with an extremely tight stop. You could also backtest a breakout strategy, as when the iceberg is fully filled, there's often a surge.
Alright, we're getting that sell. We're getting that sell right there. Wow. That was so interesting. So they just literally passively sold this entire time to trap more buyers. Well, having that information definitely makes me feel like they're gonna come sweep this area.
Where's the cheese on that?
Oh, we got Jay on here? Oh,
That's
shit.
what I was getting ready to say.
I fuck with Jay.
I was waiting for it. I was just like, I thought you just been eating cheese the whole time.
Cheese no, we got we got some ranch cheese curds.
Okay,
What the hell
that
y'all
sounds,
talking
sounds like
about,
Wisconsin to
nigga?
me.
I mean, that's my cup of tea right there. Just all the food, all the fried stuff.
Got Jay.
I heard they had some
I fuck with
really
Jay.
good
He's a good trader.
microbreweries up in Wisconsin. Microbreweries.
Stop sell 15. Stop sell.
Wow. And is going to flush those levels. So we hit that 2. Wait, we hit 201?
Right.
Oh, we hit 208. What? Nah. What? I thought we hit 208 right here.
Steve wants to know if you
Nah,
started-
the
you
chart
started
had
the
to
fight
change
that day.
game. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, dude. Someone
We hit 2. We literally, this shit said 208 before.
was trying to tell me that like.
Nah, man. I'm not blind. Nah, I remember that shit.
And then
It literally said we hit 208.
that dude, right?
yeah.
Well, that's better for our trade that it says that, but still, it's kind of crazy.
That's Adobe I know.
Let's see if we get a flush here.
Range trading for life.
Flush the zone.
Range traders on
Yeah.
one side, trend traders on the other side, and
I want to see us come
right now
flush
the
this
market's right
200
now.
level. We get aggressive below the
Right now the market's
200.
right in the middle. So how are we reading this range?
Can y'all stop talking about the fucking food, nigga?
Well, you gotta
Yeah.
start with the biggest one you can, man. You gotta start with the biggest one you can and go from there.
Oh, chatting, mate.
So I like the 1 hour.
Trying to get this money, game.
Quite a bit. That's 30,160 up to 30,000.
Like I said, I want to see it come test that low of day that we were at before.
Over the 260s, so we had like support become resistance up at the highs. I'm kind of interested in just getting short and see if we get back down to the 160 area. We're now kind of like in the middle
Come
of
on
the range
now.
right here.
Come on. Come
And
test
then,
them 200s, slow
You know,
20.
you try to buy the lows and sell
There you
the
go.
highs. Obviously, it's going to feel scary every single time. But that's what range trading is like.
I'm on low
It's
20.
always going to be scary.
Just go ahead and test the 200s. I don't even know how we
You got any
pretending
levels
this
of
low
interest that
zone
you like
right here.
in either of these markets?
Why
Are you
we
looking
even
at
pump
Nasdaq
faking
or
right
looking
here,
at
chat?
I'm looking at M&Q, and I've mentioned it a few times.
Come
about
on.
Once or twice
Come
a
flush them
month, I go over
200s.
to Yes, MES,
Still don't know when the
have
fuck
a
we
great
hit
day
200.
that
I thought we
usually
hit
go back
30,208.
You know, I don't know.
Not
what it is.
30,200.
I like it right here, right now for a long. If we start getting a few more
Let me see what the
buyers,
volume.
right? We got the New York Open.
The volume
freaking
telling
up
us.
at 19.
Talk to us, volume.
We're about 50% of the
Talk
initial
to us. There we go.
So,
Stop
I
sell
want to see how
19.
much of a flush we
Stop
get. I
sell.
want to see it come flush this 200 area.
Stop sell 20. Stop sell.
Already broke that. Wait, see? It says 208 right there.
but we need buyers to
Am I
come in.
bugging?
They don't come in, maybe close up
See,
above.
that said 208. Now this is 200.
Stop sell. Stop
Somebody
sell
lying
15.
now.
Stop sell.
Yeah, somebody lying on this damn chart now.
A resistance play.
Shit literally said 208.
Close below it, right? So we'll see what price does here. Area of interest for sure.
Let's see.
30,208 last trade here in the Nasdaq. We got the tilt right now, 56%, 58% short in the Nasdaq, 59% long crude,
see how much
and
volume
60%
we
long
get.
Stop
gold.
sell
Gold looks pretty
15.
interesting to me here.
Stop sell.
Gold
Level at that.
catching a bid, I know all day. I think it just made
Let's
new highs
see.
of the day, actually.
We get a flush right here.
44.82.80 last trade there in gold. I know Gabe had a pretty nice gold trade on
Let's
during
see,
fast markets.
Really push below this 200
And big fat round number
level.
4,500s up
Get to
top
those
in gold has been
95s,
somewhat of a resistance over the
95s,
past week or two.
Alright,
When we
Jay.
get up there,
Fuck
we
what
got
she
these
did,
guys
but she
looking
a
at the
little
Nasdaq
loud,
right now.
man.
So somebody mentioned the Russell as well. Made new
A
all-time highs
little
earlier
loud,
today.
but I want to see it flush below this 200s and get below the
Yeah, Russell's been good.
The middle of the range.
295s,
Yeah, man.
290s, possibly.
Making
I
new
know
all-time
most
highs
people are,
slowly.
Stop by 23.
Most people are locked
Stop
in on
by.
the, Nasdaq. But RTY has actually had some really good trending moves. Like not just today, but like several days, even last week. So it might be a market that's worth kind of keeping on your radar. It's maybe like a secondary market. If you're not loving price action in Nasdaq, maybe you'll find your setup in the RTY.
Are we just seeing summer trade right now? Is that what's happening?
I don't know. I'm having a good time. I don't know.
The range traders having a good time.
Yeah, right. That was
I think
summer
it's
trade.
fun.
What are you guys talking about? Right.
I think it's fun.
This is perfect.
I love it.
Perfect market conditions here. Well, let us
Stop
know out
by
there if you're in the
21.
chat. George, let us
Stop
know if you
by.
get into a trade here. I know you said you were looking for
Sure.
potential Nasdaq longs. 30,215 last trade there. Someone was mentioning that 3-minute
Hey, guys.
candle. I think
Go
from
down,
the
Shay.
Stop by 23.
yeah from this
Stop
morning.
by.
This last.
We had that headline that came out this morning from Iran saying they were going from defense to offense, and we traded. Talked about
We hit that
right?
9.5
That 3-minute
level?
candle. The high of it is right around 280s.
Kinda
We
bounced
traded
a little
about
bit.
10 points higher than that candle so far. Every time we come up in that 280 area. there
Okay,
is
so
a
we hit
decent
that
rejection there.
200 level.
There's not a lot of flow to the downside.
Been a
right now.
little bit
So
of
we talked about
buying
range bound
there. We
conditions,
gotta see if it holds
reasonable
though.
expectations. If I'm looking for a 600-point trade in the
Still
Nasdaq,
heavy to
I
the
need to go back to
downside.
sleep.
So
And
crap
maybe
below
catch
that
that in
level
my
before.
dreams, 'cause
Like I said,
it's not
not
happening
really
right now.
phased by that bounce.
Still a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
don't
mean-
be speaking of range. The initial balance low. I have a level down there, and then also. if you
Bro,
use the
get off the damn
Top
screen,
Step
bro.
X VWAP hands, and I like to have them in the background
Let's
just
see
hidden.
if we
If
get.
I just turn those
I want to
on,
see a flush below that
you
level
have the
that we
second
just
standard
hit,
deviation
if possible.
right at 50% of that zone that I have, and IV low. So that might be a good place to go long as well.
Trying to bounce.
Right around the
a little bit.
170s.
Let's
I
see,
am
get rejected
looking at the
back
one.
with
I got
those
I got a
twos.
level mark there.
Okay, they still
the
look
1 hour range
too
level,
loud.
3060s. So it's in the same neighborhood. I also just realized if you type in IV low in the indicators, it also
Ryan, I want to see it get rejected back in this zone. I
Wasn't
really
gonna
want to
say
see it follow
No?
through and contest those
I type in all the time. I
90s,
just realized it. I can't believe it.
190s.
You're just loading so many new things out of one day.
Okay,
All right, I'm
sellers,
short. 2.
200, and then we got those
210.
190s, we got the 185s. Let's just test lower day again. I'm pulling up my phone so
Downside.
you guys can
Risk
see
getting
what's on my phone.
About 40 points on this trade in a combine, just above this swing high here at 250. So I might manually get out of some
So I
of this.
believe this is
and,
at 731,
down
so
at the previous
we
stage.
flush this next
On
level,
settlement,
get
previously
close to
right around 133, 135. I might peel some off if we get going that way.
It's George short 2 micros pretty much right here right now. What price do you get there, George?
I want to see the
210
volume follow
half.
through. I want to see it contest lower day, which is
Half. 210 half.
157, which
See if we
I-
can pop in there with you.
is basically what get us in the money.
And today's kind of been
get below
notorious, and
the
talking to other people too. It's just like you get in a trade and it just consolidates for 5-10 minutes. It just kind of makes it a little painful, especially with scalpers that don't hold all day or anything. Kind of want it to move right now, right? And that consolidation gets you, and you start questioning whether you should be in at all. But thankfully, I'm only in 2 micros. That's the game.
Right.
I want to see us get a flush below.
210s doubles. Did you get in there as well?
Pretty aggressive.
I'm trying to bid 219s. Might be stingy on this
I want to see us
one.
flush
Might be
this
too stingy.
below
I gotta act
180.
fast like Bebop George here. Just.
Yeah. Was that a market
Right
order,
in.
George? Or what was that?
What was that?
No, I mean, I just,
Alright,
marketed in.
there's a little
We just had that
aggression.
little
I
bit
wanna
of
see
a
it flush
touch
that level
on that
down.
New York anchored view
It's
wall,
kind of
almost
hanging
like
a
a
little bit.
retest,
I want to see
acting
what
as
the
resistance.
next,
Started seeing a few sellers come in, so I just kind of pulled the trigger. Right? No bias helped there because I was actually thinking longs.
You're
What would
talking
happen
longs,
if
right.
it goes below? You know what I mean?
Right. It's if you're trading with a bias in this market, especially in the equities right now, you might be in a little trouble. Because the market is going to change its opinion about a half hour after you marry that bias and go the other way. So we'll see what happens here.
We
We got
just need to
George
get
short
aggressive
2
below this
micros
level.
from 210s, 210 half.
below that 95.
Some interesting volume
level.
traded earlier today, right around 190s, 190 down to 174. Had about 400 contracts
Trying to
traded in a
hang
second
around
in the
here, but
Nasdaq
we
there
got
on
some
the
more levels
New York
for
session
this.
open. Let's see if we can go tag those again. The pivot also is the pivot for the day in the Nasdaq is at 30,155. The low of the session is 30,155. So shout out to those pivot points if you're using them. Let us know who's in a trade right now. We got tilt
to those
59% short.
95s
You're using the
and
pivots as well, Drew?
80s.
I do.
We
I have
break
them
those
hidden, I
levels,
turn
we
them on
got a
every once in
big
while.
gap
Kinda
into
like
the
a blue chart, but
150s.
as soon as you said that,
Trying to hold on to
put
the
on, look at that
200s.
30,155. I do have mine set to.
He's trying so hard to hold on to
Stop
this
by
spot.
16. Stop by.
Nothing is the right answer, right? The pivots aren't going to say,
That's
hey,
right.
this is where you should trade, but area of interest for us to trade into. Dan M is in the chat saying the daily pivot is the IB low. Yep. And the resistance one is the IB high. Range-bound markets, man. Range-bound markets for sure here.
Just want to see if the sellers
Okay.
get
Double,
aggressive.
you got
Hold your
offers,
hand,
when
chat.
this pops.
Yeah, we're still offering the same thing. 219s here. So we're just gonna see if we can short the top of the range, and then maybe get
Stop
down
by
to
18.
160s.
Stop by.
If
If
it
we
is like in the
reject
middle of the middle,
219s again, if we reject it again, I
Let's see
might
this,
add to this
rise up.
on the
Okay.
way down. Maybe have the same average.
Sellers trying to reject 5.
Archie wants
Gotta
to
see
come
if he
in.
gets more aggressive on these pitches.
See, I just sold off a bunch. So maybe Nasdaq bids on this.
Crude trading 82.47s right now.
I feel like they just hold this shit up to try to
Crude.
crash it. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, we got so much room.
Savage is still in an IB
To the
failed auction
downside.
trade in the Nasdaq. I'm assuming that's a long. Maybe a short. We did look above the initial balance high. Maybe that's a short. Either way, you're in a good trade right now because we're right in the middle of that range. So you caught half of the range for the day if you're whether you're short or long right now. Just curious how you manage that one. And shout out to Brett in the chat says market tip off quickly becoming a daily watch for me. Shout out to Jay or Brett. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. 5:45 Eastern Time, 4:45 Central. We do the market tip off, reviewing the day, and then trading that Globex open, which
I
has
see
been a little
some
slow
follow-
recently, but we're gonna start to see some movement. I'm expecting next week with Nvidia earnings, gonna be a big day.
That's awesome.
Big day.
Man. How do you liking it? I know you said it's been a little slow, but how do you liking the time slot?
I like it, man. I like it. We get to review the
I see it
markets
flushing
like we did for
zone.
At the Buzzer,
You
but
can
then we
kinda
also get to
hang
trade
around
right off that
wild,
open,
but
identify some levels. You get to see where those pivot points
It's like
kind of
the sun
established for the
bias
day.
here, but
One of the things we've been noticing is
this
with
whole
these
zone
markets
right
being so
here.
range bound, I
So
gotta
it's already
fine tune
been
my
here.
entries just a little bit, but the market's been getting to targets that we've talked about in a relatively good time frame, right? So, we've taken a couple of gold longs during that session and looking at like a resistance one as far as pivots go, as far as a target. And within a couple hours, the market's been getting there. I've just been getting stopped out on those trades, so I got to adjust that exit just a little bit. But it's been a pretty good session so far.
I heard this
Look at it.
Dakota mentioning this
Oh,
morning that
there
some
goes
of
the
his stops
selling
are
right
too
there.
tight,
As soon as I click
which
off.
is, I mean, he usually
Fine.
leaves himself some room. I think you do too, right? Usually, are you just
yeah.
are you changing something out, or are
I'm
you?
trying to get here the whole
Is it just the
time.
market conditions? It's just a
Stop
little
by
different?
15.
I mean, we were
Stop
used
by.
to like just last
So
week,
buyers
some
coming back to
pretty big
test.
candles, pretty big RTI or ETRs, So
I think that's what it is, because I think we're going with just a structure-based stop, right? And then because the volatility has come down so much, the market's running that, right? So like, I'm not losing a ton on these trades, right? I took a gold long, and I think I lost maybe $80 on the trade, where it's just like, maybe I could widen that out because we're not seeing the same type of volatility that we've seen recently, right? So I'm going with a structure-based stop, but then it's like running that structure, losing $80, and they're not major losses, but I could probably give it a little bit more room for sure.
Consolidating here.
man, so I was kind of doing
Size
the same thing.
dynamics
I was
of
getting
it. I wanna see some
away. I
follow
was getting
through
away with
these
sizing down, having tight stops, and making stacking
He
green
wants to
trades.
contest the
Right.
It's just
20s
something's
again.
changed a little bit.
See if they get
We got an
so
offer
slow.
Slow down a little bit.
We're offering
Got offers in an ES.
77.98, 77.99 quarter. Yeah, 2 MES.
77.96 50 trader in the ES.
See
Yeah,
if
we
we
got a
get
nice
followed
little
on this one.
15-minute range here. We're gonna see if we can get short the high. It also lines up with a support that.
It's watching you, my back again. Hi guys. Hello everyone.
We did.
It did add one, and I'm a word. We tested the 219s.
We
Got
tried
right
to
back
test
down
on
to
my
my
patience,
entry,
but we're in
so
a good
I
spot.
added one
We're in a good spot.
Average 210 and
Relatively speaking.
All right, moving that average up, adding to the position here. 30,211 last trade here in the Nasdaq. Still kind of flattened
Yo,
out.
whenever
here,
we do get
53%
followed
on
through
the
on this
S&P,
zone, it's gonna be
56%
nice.
Short in Nasdaq, 50/50 in crude, and 65% long in gold. Good to see that long tilt in gold, because that is the one market that is catching a bid to the upside
Come
here.
on, man.
Well, I guess all the metals
I know
are,
the
but out of
sellers
the
are
major
here,
markets that we
man.
trade.
Just give it up, man.
Nice trend in gold today. We talked about, again, this purple box. This was the reaction to that Iran headline
It's
as
just
well.
like kind of.
Kind of talked about it in the opening call this morning. It's a long above, short below
It's
level.
like it's going
And,
our
once we got
direction,
some
but it's just like
decent volume and price action outside of that candle. It's been a pretty decent
dragging.
trend
It's not getting
in
the
gold today.
momentum.
Are there any order flow or
Still
volume
good.
footprint indicators on Top Step X? Flipmania ask in the chat. Stick around. Stick
That's right.
around.
Go.
Might
We'll get
have
some
something
follow-through,
for you.
please.
We might have
Maybe
some
not.
order flow.
Today.
Order flow charts right now. You can use the advanced charts component. You can add range charts to your platform. But some of that other stuff, stick around. I know the team is working on it, but I don't have a timeline. They don't tell me that stuff.
Seems like they're trying to hold this
And
up.
I'm excited. I saw that X post, and I was like, let's go.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Gotta use some choice words as well.
We just need to see the volume sweep this whole area.
Yeah,
and just
Chad, if
flush
you
this
just
whole
followed us
area,
on X, you wouldn't even have
It's
to
true.
ask us questions.
It's true.
Quiet,
It's all
guys.
there.
Quiet on the charts, nigga.
Yeah.
Too much yapping.
Follow Top Step. On Twitter, follow MP.
See, they're trying to hold the price up here,
Anything that's going to.
but the sellers are pushing it down. Just want to see like little follow through. So if it doesn't fall through here, it's probably gonna bounce, and we can't really afford to sit through another bounce. I ain't gonna lie.
That keeps it fun. You know, I'm sure you could hang out with MP, and then the next day he drops like something like that.
It's like this is just right in the zone that we want it to be in, but it's just not moving down. It's not getting the continuation. Because I know the sellers are in this area. That's why I just want to see. Because if we come pull down here, test, and bounce, I'm cool with just getting out right there. But it's just like hanging here. It's just like it's not going to either side. It's like the sellers keep pushing it back down, which is good, but it's giving the buyers a chance to come back and push the price back up. So I'm just trying to let it play out. Sellers do have control over here, so it's really under that 205 level. We can get back below there with some volume. We could come test these levels and then test lower day, that's kind of where I want to get out at. So we're just watching how it goes around here. The buyers can't actually push it up. It's a lot of sellers just waiting here.
Leave a voicemail, don't ask for
in the zone. So it's like the price is at right now, it could just easily change in like 2 seconds, 5 seconds. So we're just gonna see, cause I wanna see it. Oh, as soon as I say something. Okay, can we at least get a test of this little area though?
Why not?
They keep pump faking it. That's what's blowing my shit. Keep pump faking it. It's like, just come all the way down. If we reject it, it's fine. But just hanging there is just not it for my contracts. I ain't gonna lie. Especially because I got them early, but it's like I just saw the short early, so it's like that's why I got it. And we took it at the top, so it's like for the second contracts we took, it's a good spot. But for those first contracts, we need to get out of those at a lower price to get our money back. Okay, now it's trying to bounce right here. Ideally, the seller's rejected and push it back down. It's like we just keep getting to that level. I'm trying to see it get down here. It's like we're so close to testing it, bro. I feel like they're just trolling. They trolling, nigga.
George, we got somebody asking for a gem here in the chat. How strictly do you employ VWAP for direction flags?
How strictly? Depends on what the market's doing. Like sometimes, inversion plays back to VWAP.
All you gotta do is wait.
I think if just put it on your chart, right? Anchored VWAP or your session on your chart, and don't just kind of see what it does.
Just gotta wait. The minute I get impatient, it's gonna work out. I just say, tired of waiting. I guarantee the move gonna happen after that. So I'm gonna just fucking hold my horses, man. It's my job just to fucking wait. It's very close to like giving us a sign of if it's gonna actually follow through or not. They keep like getting right there, and the buyers keep buying it up a little bit, but like they're not buying it up a lot. That's what's making me feel like the sellers still control that. So we're watching this. I want to see the follow through to where it's here. So once it gets down here, that's going to give us a good indicator of if the sellers really control it. It could push it below. Because right now we're still kind of in that zone where the buyers are trying to keep it back up. I know they're going to be active down here. Like I know they are. But right here, it's like sellers are really controlling this, but I want to see it really contest all the way down here because, okay, we're at that level I was looking at. I want to see it follow through with some aggressive sales, because we've just been holding this area the whole time. Because if we can't hold here, we're probably going to get a flush back to here, the 80s, and then low of day. Now, if we crack at low of day, we got to, which is down here. we got a big gap between the next level.
Because people are trying to use it.
And then if we get below that, we got another big gap below there, which is why I got the short when I did. Even though it's the first part of the day, because I felt like if we got to that low in the first half of the day, the second half of the day, we can get a follow through on a bigger move. And that's why I wasn't too comfortable waiting until the end of the day trading like I planned, because if we get the follow through that it looks like we could, I'm not gonna be able to get it as good as a price later. Even though the price is gonna be cheaper, I'm because the move that I'm looking at, we can get a push down like $4 below where I got in, or 10. Now we don't know if the 10 is gonna work out, but if it does, the price we got in that will be good, even if we paid more for it. So now we're in that zone that I was looking at, and I want to see how aggressive the sellers get if they're able to push up below this 9.5 or this 90 level. I do expect the buyers to kind of fight back a little, but if the sellers get more aggressive, that would be a good sign that like we might get more follow through. It's not surprising to push up here, you know, we expect that, but we want to see if the sellers reject it and push it back down. Like, we're trying to buy it back up, but trying to see if the sellers are gonna let them buy it back up though.
Stop by 35. Stop by.
It's a little iffy. Tested that 90 level, 95. It got somewhere in there. I'm not on the main chart, so I can't see exactly, but if it gets rejected right here and pulls back down to the 90s, that would be a good sign that we could go test lower levels, but who knows? We haven't been getting momentum on the moves today, so that's the thing. That's kind of the thing that's been killing me on the option side, is like we're not getting a lot of follow through right after the move. Like we're going to hit the level and then bounce it. We're not getting the follow through all the way, which we need the momentum on the option side. So it's not good enough for it to slowly get to our level. Like we need to follow through, and we need sellers to get aggressive, which it's good that we're holding below that level we were at before, but not good enough. Like we need to see a little more conviction, which I'm gonna look at the chart and see what does the volume look like. Like we're just getting a lot of indecision at this area. Good on the sell, but we need to just see more follow through. Just good that we came and tested that 9.5 level. Like I said, we expected buyers to pop up there. That's not surprising, but we just want to see more follow through, like on that. So want to see the sellers get like really aggressive below the 200s. Because if we do, like I said, that next zone is like in here, and that's really the zone where I want to see. Because if we get to the lower levels of the zone and then there's follow through, we have this next zone right here and then below here. And then it's not necessarily a lot of support in this zone, which I'm gonna actually, just in case we get down there, I'm gonna draw another support level. Just in case, this was previous low day on Friday. So that's kind of the area I'm looking at, because that, if we get down there and break that, oh buddy, this gonna get interesting. That's kind of like why I got in that trade a little
Stop
earlier
sell
today.
19.
That's why I held
Stop
it too,
sell.
even though it's going against me, because I'm looking at the longer time frame, and the longer time frame a pullback to support would be down here. That would be a pretty nice level, but if we, that would mean this would be a double top, and then we could get an even bigger pullback to an even bigger level. So a lot of ifs, but this is why we wait to see what the price does at certain levels. We don't know, but all we could do is try to take high probability setups. And I like the longer term time frame one setup on here, and that's why you gotta give it a little more time to work out. But it's kind of risky when you're doing like 0 date expirations plus the longer time frame, because you don't know how long it's gonna take to work out, and then your timing gotta be good. But the only thing we could do is just see like what's the momentum look like on our side of the trade, and the momentum looks like it's in our favor. So as long as the momentum on the selling is in our favor, we can stay in. But we just running out of time. The longer the day goes, we just running out of time pretty much. So. But as it's about to be candle close in about 30 seconds, so we'll zoom in and kind of see what's happening a little bit. We get a rejection here. Like, let's see a 5 second. I like zooming in when the candle's about to close because those can be very pivotal in terms of what's going to happen with the price in the next 30 minutes or hour or 15 minutes or whatever. Because the market likes to move around these little numbers. I noticed that a while ago. Okay, so it tried to pull back a little bit. Okay, so it's trying to bounce in this zone. See what happens if it gets up there.
6 to 7 days out of the year that make this entire year.
Not surprising that it bounces here, but it doesn't matter if it bounces if we can't hold it.
You don't know, right? You never know when
So yeah, like it makes sense. It bounces here. Oh, see what I say? Literally.
Stop
like,
sell
right on
15.
cue.
Stop sell.
Right on cue. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it bounces if it can't hold it. So if we get a flush, which is basically me saying the price is gonna below there.
I don't see this, even if I don't take a trade today, I don't see it as invaluable or I don't see it as worthless. It's scanning the markets, it's identifying conditions, and then seeing if there's an opportunity to trade from there. So let us know how you're doing out there in the chat. We got a poll up. How's your trading day going so far? You green and hit your daily target, green but left money on the table. Break even, kept capital safe in the red and done for the day.
Tried to get up there,
kept capital safe.
got rejected. And
buy or
now
sell
we
button
just see
once
if
today.
we get follow through on it. It's like I said, we've been
From
going
what
to
you're
touch
saying, Jay,
levels
I mean,
and
it's all
then
about
just
perspective.
not
Like,
getting
how
follow
many
through on it.
times
So
have you changed your perspective throughout the years if you've been trading? Like, for example, like this consolidation here could be an opportunity, right? If you think of it as like
absolutely.
a coil, right? Price is, it's fair right now. It's right by the New York anchored VWAP, and this is where price should sit, right? But it's coiling out. Something's going to happen. So there's going to be an opportunity. And I used to hate this and get chopped around, and maybe I shouldn't be in this trade. Maybe I should, right? There's going to be an opportunity here. And that's kind of how I look at it now, rather than get
Absolutely.
mad at the consolidation,
Yeah, they're building in this consolidation for
Alright,
something, right? The
looks
Nasdaq
like we're
is not
getting
going
a
to
selling
stay
right here.
in a 10-point range forever.
Alright, this is
right?
kind of what we're
So
looking
the move
for,
that
is a
comes
little
out of that
follow through.
range
You want to see it
probably
really
going to be a
break
pretty
these
big one,
levels
and
below.
it's just kind of identifying where you have, and I think there's the balance between being a momentum trader, being a trader that is saying, hey, I have the location and I'm comfortable sitting through the trade, right? We look a lot at trade
See some
time,
more
like
follow
how
through.
long you're in a
We
trade.
keep pump faking around the levels.
But
Like
I
this is
think
actually
there
kind of funny.
should
I'm
be a
gonna just
stat
laugh
that tracks
because if
how
the
long you're out
bigger
of the
move
markets as
happens
well,
that
right? Because I could sit here for
Now,
5
looking
hours.
at none of this is
and
gonna
that's still
matter.
being
I'm
a
gonna look
patient
back at
trader.
this
I can
and
sit here
laugh.
for 5 hours not in a position, and then
So
5 to 10
we
minutes
just
that the
gotta let
market
the
is
market
moving,
move
being in a
on its
trade,
own
but
timing.
I can't choose when that 5 to 10 minutes
Okay.
is, right? So I have to be
Can't
patient, or you got to do
when
what
the
you
shit
do.
moves. This is what you get the big bucks for, being patient. So let's see what happens when we're getting towards this 9.5. If we get follow through below there, so we're looking to see when we get towards the 8.5, the 80 zone. If we can get a flush and aggressive sell in there, that could be a good sign that we could get below and retest a little bit. We're expecting a bounce though. There's buyers here, so it's not surprising if we get a bounce. But if we get follow through, then that means the sellers are maybe waiting to get back to these levels to get aggressive and push it lower. So we don't know, but we're watching to see. Watching to see if something unexpected happens based on the volume. Because all this is telling us is that there's buy orders sitting in this zone. They're waiting at that 30,190. They're waiting at the 80s. They're waiting. So if the sellers can cut through all those levels with the buyers waiting there, that
Stop
means the
sell
sellers are outweighing
22.
the buyers.
Stop sell.
And that's what we want, since we're short. So it's like the buyers are going to defend it. But if there's that many sellers that's ready to push through all those buy orders, then that would be a good sign for momentum, is what I'm saying. So this is a round where I would be looking to get out of one of my contracts. But if it goes a different direction, then you never know.
The more you get paid, that's how they grew up. That's not the case.
It's not how this works.
And that's hard to get over too, right? It's one thing to put your eyes on charts and screen time and all that. But you don't want
So yeah, right now,
somebody said I can't
looking
remember
to
who it was,
see if we get any selling momentum around here. It's like slowing up. In fact, it's buyers down here, and this slowing up means there's sellers that are still pushing it, but it's like they're not outweighing the buyers.
Did you have a target to the downside, George?
I didn't. I was just kind of manually gonna do it.
I don't know. I just got a sneaking suspicion they've been just holding this up to only test those levels. The fact that we're holding under 200 is not the best sign for the buyers. That should be area control, but we're still close enough to where they kind of control a little bit. But
Stop by 27. Stop buying.
really want to see it get over here. It's just a lot of support in this
You know
area.
what? I'm gonna see if I can get short that RTY.
That's why I want to see it get aggressive down here because
Selling, NASDAQ selling.
it's trying. Okay, this is the test. This is the test.
We'll see if we can get filled with the RTY trade. Actually, I'm just gonna take it at market.
The buyer should be buying this up more.
Full scale up in this
uh-oh.
RTY or the micro only traded 50 cents.
Oh no, I'm like, oh, he's still there. Okay. I was like, damn, nigga, you turned the stream off midday. I'm like, damn, nigga. Yo, shout out to this nigga for sharing his info, because this shit is expensive. I tried to look at how much it costs to buy it, nigga. We can't afford this yet. But we will soon though. Soon though.
Trading up to a value area high, but no conviction above it. And the idea is that it rotates to value to the other side, so you're getting short near value high. Look at point of control.
The buyer's trying to get control of that 200 again. If sellers can push it back down from that 200 aggressive, that would be good. But they're fighting right now. They're trying.
Anything else you guys want to add to that? Dolby, I know you got volume profile on your charts.
And I heard
Stop
there might
sell
be some
15.
news. I
Stop
heard there
sell.
might be some news about the war right today. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but if we get the news about the war and it's bad, which we already know it's gonna be bad, ooh, that could be a factor. I didn't know about that, but I heard Iran said they about to get aggressive or some shit like that. So if that's the case, it should push the market down. And we just been floating up, so that's the thing. Like, who knows if that happens? We actually get that today, but if we do, that could make it way more interesting considering we just went straight up. Keep going around that 9.5 level. Let's see us get to the lower 90s and see the buyers buy it up down there.
I think it is a great tool.
If the sellers overtake down there, it's not gonna be looking good for them. They're trying to push it back up. Trying to get it back to the 200s. Let's see. Every time it hits the 200s, the sellers keep pushing it back down. Let's see if they push it down again. They push it down again. Still not aggressive enough push though. But I feel like they're just letting it hang around this area. It's consolidating. Let's see what the volume looks like on the chart. This area.
You know what I mean? It's something to have on.
They're trying to buy it up. It's weak though. For it to be at a support, it's pretty weak. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see, on the 5 minute. 5 minute sellers got a chance to push us below. Just trying to get a little recovery, maybe to that 202, but as of right now, every time we hit this 200 level, the sellers have just sold it back off. So I guess we'll see if it does it again.
I mean, I'm trading MES right now, George, and I don't feel as
Oh,
I
they tried it.
Yeah, I do feel
I don't know if the seller's going for that.
feeling it. Playing on my mental capital.
We got room all the way to the 205 level.
Pretty quiet on the news front right now. We do have group coaching coming up.
Seemed like the sellers got control over this 200 level though. The buyers should have control over it, but it's like every time it's gotten up here, the sellers just keep slamming it down. So we'll see if they let the buyers control it right now, but it's a pretty important level of control. Well, this whole zone is pretty important actually. Just seems like it keep getting sold off though. I mean, it's inevitable. It has to come retest this. If the buyers aren't
Stop
able to
sell
hold that,
16.
then
Stop sell.
all right, let's see. It's just destined to come test lower. Like, they keep trying to fake hold it up, but it's like, they need to go test that 90 level that the buyers are at. It's not able to hold the 200s.
Dolby, what was your experience like with
Then possibly that 85.
this part of it?
But like I said, it just feels like the sellers have control because they keep selling all the bounces up. The buyers had control, they would have got out of the zone. This would be a big area for them to buy up and push it back up. So since they haven't, it just makes me think there's more sell orders that we just ain't seen yet. Oh, what's that mean? All right, we're coming to test that level. See if the sellers follow through towards the 90s. There should be buyers here. But like I said, if the sellers are able to push it below, that means that they're just outweighing the buyers down here. Buyers trying to expect it, trying to push it up. Sellers look like they might got a little more control though. We just hit that 90 level I was talking about. They do have another area they control.
Stop
and it's
sell
85.
24.
Now,
Stop
if they
sell.
sweep below that 85, that means the sellers just took control over that, and we're probably gonna test low day again.
You don't know that. Maybe Eric's a birthday month type of person. Yeah.
It's a pretty big sell order right there. They're losing control over this. Like I said, there's some levels at like 8.5, that's 80. That's like their last little zone at that like 80. But the fact that they didn't buy that shit right up just makes me think the sellers control it more than it looks like for now. Because if the buyers had control, it would immediately bounce way harder than that. Alright, so there's. Are y'all gonna flush it or y'all just gonna let it hang around? Let's run. Because it looked like they can really control this shit and just flush it all the way down. Because these buys are overly weak, like overly weak. I would expect a lot more buying at that level from what it looked like from the orders, but it seemed, like I said, if we got to those levels and didn't bounce, then that'd be an indicator that the sellers control it more than it seems like. They are weighing it down in an area that the buyers have a strong hold. Like the buyers kind of have control over here. And I'm gonna look at the chart to line it up with the level from before.
62% short in the Nasdaq right now.
But the levels from before, yeah, it's like right there. So if it slipped below that 8.6 and that 80, it's GG's. And we're probably gonna test lower day and probably fall below this range. It could have a way bigger move. So let's just see. It's slowing down, which is for the buyers, that's just not good because it's slowing down in your territory.
Stop sell 22. Stop sell.
Right, it's trying. Buyers trying to buy it back up. I don't know. Those buys look weak as hell. Because if the buyers are really waiting at a level and they're serious, they're going to push the price back up really aggressively, really quick. And I'm not seeing that at all. Uh-oh, what that mean? The fuck? I be confused about what kind of sounds this nigga got. What the hell that sound mean? I don't know, but we going to test that 80 level, and it don't look like the buyers got control, so they could get aggressive and sell this shit off quick as fuck. Like the move to the next level could happen really quick if they get below this 30,180. The buyers are not holding
Stop
this up.
sell
There you
17.
go.
Stop sell.
It's moving down. Let's see. That 7.5 level, the last little area they got. But really, if they get below that 80, they might be fried, man. But they already kind of fried because they already let the sellers come take over all their area down here. But they do got this one little area right there. And then down here at the 40s. But it looked like the sellers want to sell this off, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see if they do it.
Production just rolling their eyes.
It looks like they want to.
Stop sell 24. Stop
Hey.
sell.
Alright, let's see if they follow through on it though.
Short and go for what? Target says in the chat. Short and go for what? It's working right now. This is a pretty.
Let's see what the volume looks like on the chart. It looks pretty good for the sell though. It's getting pretty aggressive. Let's see what they're saying over here.
It's the news front right
professionals
now.
say.
All week, I think, with no real headlines to kind of look at. It's just markets being markets. Maybe not the most volatile.
Market in its natural state. Oh man, what are we at?
Yeah.
Score for here.
Okay, we're getting a little sell off right here.
Yeah.
Stop sell 26. Stop sell.
It's kind of that last area that I said,
industrial
like in
production,
here. It's that last area that the buyers have to hold up.
Got
FOMC minutes at 1 on the 19th. That's pretty exciting.
Yes.
This looks really heavy.
Give us a
though.
little movement
the
there.
sellers are controlling this.
It will. But on the flip side, though, it might actually lock
Overly-
things up until we get
They're
that
overly controlling this.
Yep.
Buyers trying to buy it back up, of
All
course,
right,
but just
Jay, I have some good news. The production team has.
What do you got?
We're gonna
yeah,
run
they're
the
trying to
record
fight
now.
back here.
Run it right now.
Let's do it.
But
Are we gonna
that
get live
makes
reactions to
sense.
this?
They're trying to reclaim this area right here at the 8.5. But like I said, if the buyers controlled this, I think we will see a way bigger bounce. We would have seen a bounce all the way from here straight back up to there, and we didn't see that. Which just makes me think the sellers are kind of like slowly letting it drip down. Because we're still close to that 7, this level right here. It's like we expect the buyers to defend that area, but that's still not showing that they got
Speaking
control.
of $1 million, spin rip. Come on, my boy a call.
Let's see.
You know what I mean?
I'm not retesting
Yeah.
the 80s.
Spindrift, give me a call. Use promo code J for 5% off your Spindrift purchases. Well, so what I was trying to do there was explaining
We're
market
testing that
dynamics,
low
right?
again.
Stop sell 17.
Volume. And
Stop sell.
If I set the price at $1 million for that can of Spindrift,
Let's see.
if there is no buyer, there is no market.
We get
right?
more.
So,
Let's see if we get
just,
any aggressive follow through to the
price it at whatever it
70s.
wants.
Stop
I wanna
sell
see it break
20.
that and go
Stop
to the
sell.
70s.
You don't have a trade.
That 70 is a support too.
Spindrift deal yet?
No, but we're working on one. We're working on
Okay,
one.
it's trying to
Are there
bounce
any
right there a little
advertising
bit.
stuff?
Selling soda,
Got close to it.
doormats.
As long as we stay below this 8.4, it's a good sign.
You don't need to
Keep on
run
selling
ads
formats,
on
though.
YouTube channels. You just need the affiliate codes, man.
That's right.
Right, that's it.
If we get more volume on this,
If you follow us on
it could
X,
get
you'll
real
updates
interesting,
on
real fast. That's kind of what I want to see. Like, let's wake this shit up. 'Cause this shit just been slow stepping all the way down.
I knew I was gonna get some comments about the old dog comment that I made there.
Let's see. Did we
older
get
than I look,
follow
chat.
through on the sell?
There's a couple grays under here. We've been doing this for a while. We've been trading for.
I want to see it break below this whole 70 area.
I mean, you look great for
Yeah, it's
a
trying to
I appreciate
bounce a
that.
little bit.
A lot of do Pilates, drink some water, and
Like I said, if it stays below that
stay out
8.5,
of people's way.
it's still good sign on the sales.
Trading futures. You know, Hogue's 32.
Come on, let's just test this whole 70 area. Let's see if the buyers really bought it in. I want to see what they do at that 7.5 level. That's really gonna tell me if they like here.
Here, nice selling
Buyers,
coming in here.
what y'all doing? What y'all on?
Delta
What's
is
going
congruent with your direction here, George. We got Delta in the S&P, negative 3,000 for the regular trading hour session, negative 2,000 in the NASDAQ. So So looking pretty good here. Let's see if we can get some follow through on this. We have not closed the settlement gap in the Nasdaq yet. 30,141.75 is
lower we
right at the
get right
Nasdaq.
here.
Lower the session 30,155.
Yeah, it's trying to bounce a little bit.
That the weekly open right at 30,170s. That could look like an interesting
Alright, so
target
they're
there.
letting the buyers
S&P
buy it
is
up a
below
little bit.
settlement right now. 78.05 is that price. We got Dolby Time short the Russell, which is red on the day here as well.
But I think if these indices roll over, I think it's gonna get this little smackdown here.
He's sitting the same thing.
2064. We're short 65. We're up a point.
Went ahead and took another one off, and then moved my stop into
Let's go.
profit just above the 200s.
I want to come test this 9-2 level again. I don't know
Hold
if we
on.
can even
I wish
get
I
up
was in your
there.
trade. Your trade is fantastic.
Let's see. That 9-2
I was almost
level.
in your trade. I was a
Trying
little
to
stingy.
see.
Actually, I moved off of it and got to M2K. I didn't think I was gonna get filled in the Nasdaq.
Let's see. Tried to go test that
Hey,
9-2 level.
Low key, 40 points.
Sticking
Solid,
with
man.
one market and maybe having a couple in the chamber when the market that I'm sticking with
8-5.
isn't really cooperating that much.
Let's see if
I
pull
keep
back to
going
the
back and
8-5.
forth. I mean, this is like years in the making.
I don't know. I
Like,
just feel like the sellers control
which one are
the
you
spot.
supposed to do
Like,
here?
I'm
What's
not
best for
believing the
me type
buyers.
deal? So I guess
not
it's
believe-
it's a
I'm not
personal
seeing they
choice.
vision what's going.
Maybe it's good that I'm sticking with one, because I can get distracted and all of a sudden I'm trading too much. You know.
They're
Yeah.
trying to buy it back.
Yeah. I think like two markets is pretty solid.
We're still in a good spot for the
Three.
seller here.
Jay, have you ever considered
We'll go
like
try to test it
like
again.
a system where you only
Maybe go
trade
test
like
that
the most
9-2.
active market on the day, like whatever's up the most percentage wise, and
Go
then you just
test
just,
that
like, get long or
9-3
short
level.
based on whatever that momentum is.
I have the only problem with
Like I
that is
said, the
sometimes
other
it
thing that I
depends when
see,
you
like,
come to the market,
is the volume divergence we have. We're selling here, so it could bounce at any time, but then again, if a large amount of selling comes in, it could really take the momentum down a lot towards this level. This would be a level I want to sell some of the contracts possibly. So it's coming to test that 9-2 level that I was talking about. Right there, 9-3. It rejected off of that so far. It's fine. But we really want to see it come back, test these levels, and test this 70. Because that's kind of the last line of defense for the buyers to control this. Which I just don't. As of right now, they're not wanting to buy it up convincingly here. So we need to come test this to see if they buy it here. But I'm just looking at the longer term chart. Dude, what buyer wants to seriously buy up here, dude? Y'all can't be serious. It's like they already got their move for like 2 weeks straight up. If they want to buy it on the longer time frame, in my opinion, they would probably want to let it come down a little bit to a lower level and then buy back. That's kind of my logic for why we might get a bigger move, because they've already had the biggest move already. It could keep going up, but it's like, dude, at that point, we're just hitting straight all-time highs, like, just absolutely going, we're basically there. I still think we're going to go to all-time highs, but it's like, in the short term, a pullback would not be crazy, and I kind of want to see if we go test that level that we hit Friday, which on this chart would be at that 728. And if we go hit that level, big if, but if we do, we're going to be in the money on our contract, and we should probably be up 2, 3, 4, 500% or some shit like that, or more possibly. Because if we get below that level today, and if it keeps going, we have a long way to go to the next support at 724. So I'm looking on a longer time frame momentum wise, and we just gotta stick it out and be patient. But if we're patient, it should pay us very well. And that is why I'm gonna stick to my guns and keep following the momentum and keep letting the momentum rock out on here, and just keep looking at what happens at these certain levels. And we're slipping below that level I was talking about right there.
Stop sell.
Let's see. if it gets more aggressive. Now, I said I want to see what happens when we get here. That 7-5 was that last area bias control, so it makes sense that they bought right there. But that was a weak ass buy for that to be the last support level. I'm not gonna lie. For that to have been the last support level, I would expect them to have gotten a little bit more active right there. So that's first sign that we might get momentum continue down. This 8-5, the buyers controlled this before. It can go back, test that 90. You see what happens at the 90.
Stop by 15. Stop by.
But really, if it gets rejected up there, then we might get the follow through on this. So
Nice trade, man. You caught the one trade for the session. Pretty much sold the high of the session. Let us know how you're going to manage that one.
but this could be that candle where we get that momentum. So we got like 2 minutes until this candle closes. I like how it looks here. Just gotta be patient, let it play out. If it wants to test the 90s, it can. But the momentum is on our side. Really want to see it get below that 81 level again. And those were some buys, but no. Buyers gotta get a little more convincing than that for me to think they're gonna get out of this move, because if they were stronger than the sellers, I think we would have just bounced and went and tested that level, but we didn't. So it could still do it, but it seems kind of weak. Which I can confirm over here if that's true or not. Like, it's just like routine going to test the level, but if the sellers push it all the way back down from that level, then that's just going to tell us that that was just scheduled buying, routine buying at their price point, but not enough to actually push the price back up. Because they can buy it, but do they have enough to push the momentum all the way back into their zones? I don't know. Because now they let the sellers come control all these areas that they previously had control over. So only areas where they have some strong price action is down here at the 85s and then at that 70 level, which I would expect the buyers to get more aggressive at that 70 level as their last line of defense. So if they can't hold it over that, then we're just probably going to roll over to a lower day and possibly lower. So if I was a buyer, I wanted to hold over 85. So if we can't hold over the 85, then it's not good for the sellers, but bad for buyers. It's kind of slipping a little bit. Slipping a little bit more. Price is kind of slipping back into seller territory. Buyers aren't doing a good job of holding this area. They're not doing a good job at all, which is good for us. It looks like they want to come retest that. I ain't gonna lie. They go ahead and retest that 70 area. They got 70 and 65. Let's just go ahead and test it and see what the buyer's on for real. So if the buyer's really on that, they'll hold it up there. Alright. They're trying to go test that level. I think sellers should probably come sweep this whole area, because the lower it gets, the worse of a buy it is for them. Like, this whole area we're at in the chart is not a good buy. Like, it's just not a good area. If I was a buyer, I wouldn't want to buy in this whole zone. I would want it to pull down more than buy. But I'm just trying to think from the perspective of a buyer, because that is the other side of the market. I wouldn't want to buy it anywhere in here close to lower day. Like, so let's just see if we come test the 70 and then lower. Buyers are weak as fuck. Let's see if we get any follow. Gonna go ahead and let these 80s go. Y'all not controlling this shit game. I don't know why y'all fake putting up a fight. Like, y'all do not control this area game. I already let the sellers come and sweep this shit smooth up off of y'all. The buyer's trying to hold on to it, but it's like, it's not convincing. I'm not gonna lie. And they hit different when you're able to like look at it over here on the heat map, because you can really see what areas they control. And it's not here. They have to fight to prove that they can stay above these levels now. Whereas before they had the prices and the volume to support them here. So it's like good to kind of see what happens, but every time they buy up, they just get sold off way harder. Trying to buy it up, the seller's selling it off way harder though.
Stop sell.
There we go. There we go. Come on, just come a little bit lower again. Just come on down. Buyers keep trying to fake like they. The seller's just selling that shit. Every time they buy it, they're just selling it. All right, let's see what happens if we get to that 70. It's kind of what we've been looking for. Let's just drop below there. Let's just go test like the 65s or something. Like, it's a lot of buyers at the 65 level waiting. And at that 55, of course, that's a lower day. That makes sense. But buyers trying to buy it back up. I don't know if the seller's going. They kind of control that area now. They're trying to buy it up. And the sellers keep selling it off right there though. So this looks like it's consolidated into something that's gonna break one way or the other. I think it's gonna break down. Look, it's just respecting those levels. So we just gotta push down to the 77s. It's just keeps getting pushed lower in the seller's favor. It's like takes like all this effort on the buys and the sellers just slam it back down like they're doing right now. We just waiting for that follow through, chat, because all this is doing is like essentially like building up energy. Basically it going kind of to the side and not breaking all the way down or up. You could look at it like it's building energy for whenever it does break. It's gonna like have a lot of energy whichever way. If it gets out of here or if it cracks below here, it's gonna be a lot of energy whichever way it breaks. So yeah, it's what we call consolidating, where it kind of goes to the side. It's not breaking out or breaking down. We want to see it pick a side for me. Sellers got control. It's under VWAP on the 5,000 tick. So that's good for the sellers. Now we just need to get the momentum. I don't know at what point the sellers are just going to decide to let it go and let it fall down here. It's like the buyers are really trying. They're really trying to buy it up, but it's really not working. This is basically what trading is like. You gotta like basically be a fucking. It's like being a sailor and being a captain of a ship. You gotta like be able to analyze what's going on. That's basically being a trader. Is being you're managing your risk. You're constantly having to reevaluate your risk and look at where you're at on the charts. So now we're getting a breakdown. Now we want to see if it follows through below that 7.5 and if it bounces here. So now we could kind of look, cracking below that level. Okay, we want to see it get more aggressive down here, ideally, if it's gonna sell off. So let's see. This is gonna tell us. Because if we just slip straight below that 70, that means the sellers just took control over the buyer zone. It's like football, you know, when the other team make progress into your zone, it's not good, you know. If they land on your red zone, you know, that's not good. That's basically what's going on with the fucking charts. It's like you're trying to gain, the buyers or sellers are trying to gain momentum in each other's territory. But there is defense there. The defense is the volume or the orders. So there's buy orders right here trying to play defense on the sellers, basically, is what we're looking at. So if the sellers get aggressive and are in control, they can push past the defense and then get more yards into the opponent's territory, which is what we want to see. Like this, but we have one more big area and then another one under that. If the sellers can get more aggressive and control this area, then it will be a good sign. We expect some defense and the buyers to push it back up, but that's the thing. If the sellers are controlling this whole area, that means the defense of the buyers is very weak, which they should have control somewhere in here, but the price is dropping. So this is good for us on our trade, right? Now we want to go look at the volume on here and see what the volume is saying, because we expect the bounce here, like that. We fully expect the bounce, but the real test is going to be if the buyers can hold it, because there's all them orders that the buyers have here where they're supposed to control it, but if they can't actually hold that push up, like we saw the push up, right? If they can actually hold that, it doesn't matter. You're going to play defense on your level, right? Like that's kind of a good sports type way to look at the price action. So now we could do something and do what's called, we can measure this, see how long this went, and then we can measure it down, and maybe we should get it tested at 40s, and that's going to be the first area that I'm looking to get out of some of my contracts at. Oh, we got Mo. This guy's really good.
My framework, a simple framework that I'm using to trade the market, manage risk, and make trade decisions. I will show you how to simplify trading into a repeatable process.
Now we're gonna see.
Anyone can
this guy
learn.
right here who's on here is a good
trader. You don't have to follow exactly what I say. You have all the freedom to add, to remove, just throw it away. But at the end of the day, you need at least to have a process to follow. My process, I call it.
Alright, let's see if we get any follow through down here.
I call it DAD process, just to make
so
it
we're up
simple.
100% on the short from earlier, and we still trying to make up our losses on that other one, which our timing just fucking sucked on that.
Execute.
So that's my fault.
To execute a trade, you need to
one.
have a process. Why we have a process? So we can have a consistent execution in the market, so we can improve.
Alright, let's see if we get that follow through on this.
We talked about define process last week.
6-3 would be a
Feel
good
free
sign
to
for this
check it back.
sellers.
We talk about
They're
what
not gonna
type
rush
of
it,
day
though.
that we might deal with in this market. It has to be one of those 6 type of days. 3 of them ranges, 3 of them I call
Y'all
them
can see
trends.
the contract right here.
Ranges, triangle,
I see we got 2
rectangle,
contracts.
megaphone. Trends could be one direction trend, could
See,
be a reversal trend, could be
price is actually tweaked out the fuck.
direction trend.
Let's see if we get any follow through on
Today,
this. We
we
want to
will
see it
talk
get more
about
aggressive and possibly
the
go test
analysis
that low
part
day.
of the trade,
They try to
which
get the
is
chart back on here. What the fuck?
knowing who has control, buyers or sellers, using our 21 EMA and smoothing line. You can have your own way to define who has control, but you need to know who has control. You are a day trader. You trade now. You are not taking a trade now for the next 6 months. No, you're taking a trade now,
Y'all can see
probably for the next
contract
minute, maybe for
plus
the 5
120.
minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maximum 6
And we
hours.
want to see how
So you
aggressive
want
the
to
sellers
know
get
who
here.
has control.
All right,
now.
Mo, I hear you. You right, nigga. Okay, we in a trade, nigga. We don't need a tutorial. We need to see if it. Ooh, here we go. Hold on. I was about to say. We need to see. if it
Stock
follows
sell
through.
18.
So this is
Stock
back low
sell.
day. It broke
Stock
that. Now
sell.
let's see if we get
Stock
any
sell
momentum
23.
We need to see if he gets momentum below here. So I'm gonna look at the heat map to kind of see what it looks like during this time, close to lower day. It's probably gonna bounce, but this is kind of the big line in this in where if we get momentum right here, we get more selling right here, it could be really interesting. Let's just say that. In the first level, we have the 40s. I would like to get out around the 40s on these contracts, or at least one of them. So I want to see possibly us get that sell to the 40s. I'm gonna just draw a line there at the, like, fuck it, we'll do it at the 140. I don't know if we're gonna get it. We're getting close to the money on this. So at this point, we just gotta see what the volume tells us, if the volume has enough momentum to get out of here. But we got 4 contracts, which can be a little difficult to manage, but we'll be alright. I like that aggression on the sell on that last candle, but we really want to see if we can get some follow through. So we have to be okay with it moving around in this zone right here. But we want to see it roll over, ideally. We got about 10 points to around that 4-5 that we can see it roll over. Now what happens once we get there is going to kind of tell us more of the story. Oh, let's see. This is what we've been waiting for. So let me see the volume. On this, we want to see it roll over again, ideally. You can look a little bit here. Don't want to be greedy on this. Feel me? But this is also the line that we've been kind of waiting for, that's going to tell us how much momentum we have. So this is kind of what we've been training for, chat. I ain't gonna lie. We've been training for the moments like this where we're getting the momentum close to the lower day. Okay, so let's get in that test. We're gonna sell one. We're gonna sell one. We've been training on the 30-second charts to see what the momentum looks like on a zoomed in time. Could stay below here, that could be good for the sells. Gonna be patient. Gonna be patient. Let's expect the buyers buy there. Let's be patient. That measure move would take us to that 40 level. We got close to it, but let's see. Just stay patient here. Let's stay patient. Stay patient. Let's not jump out of it, because this is what happens when you get around a zone that's kind of disputed and fought over a little bit. So I want to see if we can get out on a leg down here towards that 40s level. So let's see how aggressive it gets. All right. Let's see. Now this is the moment of truth right here. Let's see.
Stop sell 20. Stop sell.
Let's see, do we get any aggression towards this next zone? I want to see the sellers get aggressive right here. I want to sell out on a push down. So let's just see how aggressive of a push we can get. Ooh, buddy. Okay, now let's see, chat.
Stop
Let's see.
sell 69.
Now hold on, let's see.
Stop
If it slows
sell.
down here, if we get another push. Let's see. We don't want to push it. We're not being greedy, but we're just giving it a chance to prove itself. If it gets over 4.9, I'll get out. Hold on. Market. I'm ready to sell one. Ready to sell one. If it gets over the 4.9, I'm letting it hold. All right, I'm out. I'm out that. Oh my god. Did it get me out? Oh my god, chat. It didn't get me out. Okay, if it holds that 4.9, I'm out. I was supposed to be out, but it didn't go. I'm out. I should be. I'd have won. 200% on that. Now let's see. Heart beating. Oh shit! Yo! Let's go! Come on, let's see. If we flush this area, if we flush this area and can hold this, we can get a push down to the next level. So I'm gonna be patient. But we locked in the first one. But if we get momentum and follow through right here, if the sellers can control this area, we have another level that we can get out at on our next contract below here. So we're gonna be patient. We're not gonna rush to get out. I sold one to lock in the profits, to give us a little more wiggle room and take some weight off. Now, if we can get aggressive below this level, we do have the level at the 124 down here. So we just need to see the volume get more aggressive as we get down here, which we need to see it. We need to see it follow through. We need to see a big candle. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking
Stock
go.
sell 21.
Hold on. Let's see what happens when we get down here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Stock sell 15.
My God. Oh my God.
Stock sell. Stock sell.
Let me get out.
Stock sell.
Let me get out one. Let me get out one.
Stock sell 60.
Hold on. Oh my God. It's taking so long to fucking get out. Hold on. Let me see. 50, 500 take. 1,000. 5,000. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if we get follow through. We might get follow through. I don't know. We're pushing it. I'm gonna get off of one of these. Let me see on the 1 minute. I'm gonna stay on the 1 minute. I'm gonna let the 1 minute guide me. I'm not gonna get out this. I'm not gonna rush. On the 1 minute, we're still valid. So I'm gonna practice being patient in my trade and stick to my plan. I'm not gonna get out. I wanna get out on another test of this low. That's when I'll get out. Because if we break this level, then we have a whole another big level below here, and this could go to 2, 3, 4, 500. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna stick to my plan. I'm not gonna let them shake me out of this. I'm not gonna get shaken out. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to my guns because on the 1 minute we still have valid room to retest, and I want to see how far we could pull it down on a retest. Let me see. Retest at 30. Let me see. I want to see if it's on that at that level. Hold on. It's retesting at 30. Ooh. Hold on. Let's see. This is our next support. I'm getting ready to sell one. We get followed through there. Let me see, because we could get followed through. Like I said, we have bigger support levels below here, and we could go test the bottom of the zone. Hold on now. Let me see. It should bounce here if it fails to bounce.
Stock sell 15.
Oh my God.
Stock sell.
Oh my fucking God.
Stock sell
nigga.
16.
Hold
Stock
on.
sell. Stock sell.
Hold on.
Stock sell.
Let's get
Stock
out
sell
one. Let's get out
21.
one. Let's get out one.
Stock sell
Let's get out
15.
one. Let's get out one. If it could roll back over. It could roll back over in a retest. Out one. Taking the weight off. We just took profit on one. We got 2 left of both of those. Let me see what the 1 minute looked like. Ooh, that was a really nice push on that 1 minute. We could still have a little momentum. I'm gonna close this second one so it doesn't go against us too much because it is farther out the money. But I will be willing to hold. Hold on, let me see. 3 minute. We're still valid to hold this chat. I have to make a decision. I have to decide how much are we up. Let me see. I gotta make a big decision right here. We have one of each of our contracts. According to our trading system, we are still valid to stay in this trade because there is a bigger move below here, and there's an even bigger move if we get here and crack below that. So I'm gonna stick to my system. I'm not gonna get out the trade. I'm gonna stay in the trade. I'm gonna stay because on the 5 minute, the 3 minute, and the 1 minute, we are valid to stay in this or a continuation below. Just on all of our time frames, we just have to not be scary and not get put out of here. We already took half of our gains. We already took gains. So we're good. We're not gonna lose money at this point. We're not gonna lose money. So let's just let it play out. Let's be patient, because if there is a bigger move, it could get real crazy and we could go 500 or 1,000% on this if it works out the way I think it can. So let's see what they're saying on the charts on the top step. I think it can roll over again.
Once sellers lost that control,
let's see.
By that
it
time,
rolls over.
you will find the ES at 7,700, maybe 800.
See if the sellers get back control over this.
7,800, the market already above.
Because if the sellers get below that level that we hit
and
before,
already stopped selling this market
oh my god!
earlier because the sellers, the
Hold
buyers
on, nah,
are
I just saw
getting
144
back
on
that
my
control.
phone.
So by that time,
What that
I
mean?
would say,
What that mean,
okay,
universe?
we are
What
back
that
to the
mean? What
opening
you trying to
range.
say?
Above opening range low, we are looking to the 50%. If they keep
Hold on, let's see, because I think we're gonna come
look to
retest
the
this level, and let me just go ahead and measure the move.
This is how
so I can see about where we could get out. Get the fuck out the way, nigga.
I'm not talking
24,
about taking trades.
so we could get a pull down to like here. Oh, dude, if we break below the zone, ooh, buddy, it can get interesting.
Where is the stop? Where is the target?
It could get interesting.
But
okay, Mo, I love you, but I don't need you, gang. Not right now. I think I got this. I think I got this, Mud. Okay, chat. We have a move of about possibly 24 points below here, which would take us to about 09. So we just have to follow the volume and let the volume tell us what to do and not be scary, because this is where you can make the big bucks. Riding the momentum down, and all we gotta do is let the volume tell us what to do. The volume's gonna tell us what to do. The volume's gonna tell us when to get out. So 1 minute, it's a little push down, just trying to bounce. It's expected for it to bounce there, but we're gonna see if it respects that level and just keeps making the momentum swing down, because now the buyers don't have control at this level, and that was kind of their last area they had control at. So at this point, we just need to like ride the momentum down and see how far it's gonna go, because we're getting closer to this support, so we can't be scary here. So the first contract we're gonna get out is that 730, because it's closer. We're getting close to the money on that, and I want to draw that. Where's that 24 points below here? It's like right here. So let's kind of draw a line right there so I can visually just see that. 88. So as we get closer to that, I can kind of have that right there to help guide me on where to get out. I make it 3-point size. So let's see. As long as we keep getting momentum, the sellers got control right here. Let's see if we can get a big candle down. That's ideally what we want to see. We want to see a big momentum candle take us down below these levels. The sellers got a little level at, I mean, the buyers got a little support here, but not really too much, honestly. So they could try to buy it up, but the sellers seem to still have control. But I kind of, oh shit, damn. Oh my god, what the fuck? I just looked away for a
Stop
second.
sell 25. Stop sell.
Well, it looks like we might be making that move down. Oh shit, chat, let's get ready to sell.
Stop sell 23.
Hold on, chat. It's getting
Stop
aggressive.
sell.
It's getting aggressive.
Iceberg sell.
Oh my god, it's so many fucking alerts. Nigga, all these alerts. That just mean this
Stop
shit getting
sell
active,
30.
nigga.
Stop sell.
This is
Iceberg sell.
Goddamn, nigga. They just got all type of alerts going off in this bitch. Now, chat, this is what I was telling y'all, that I was looking at the longer time frame on this. Now, we're about to get out of this one contract. Now, let's see, how much is this move? We're going to measure this and get out on this measured move. 102, quick math, 92. We're going to get out. Got my hand on the trigger to sell it at that 92 level, possibly. I'm waiting to get out on a momentum push. Oh shit, this is it, this is it, this is it.
Stop sell 22.
First time
Stop
buy, I'm
sell.
getting out. I think they might push it one more leg. I'm out. I'm
Stop
out.
sell
At
31.
83.
Stop sell.
Okay. Now, as for this, I'm about to get out this one too. I think we might have another leg lower too, but I don't know if I want to stay in for that. If it rolls over one more time, I'll stay in.
Iceberg sell.
But I'm only gonna stay in for one more rollover. Let's see. If they can get enough selling momentum to get it below here, if it can stay below this 104, I'll stay in. But if it crosses above that, I'm getting out. It stays below. All right, I'm about to get out. There is one more level it could hold, but we'll just see. Let me look on the 1 minute. I'm looking at getting out.
Iceberg sell.
I'm out.
Sweet fires.
Let's fucking go, nigga! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, bro. We finally got our fucking 400-500% trade, bitch. Let's fucking go. Bro. This is our best fucking trading day. $100 account challenge, bitch. ITV the gang, bitch. Fuck is niggas talking about?
Iceberg sell.
Niggas don't know how much fucking work I did to be able to do this shit, niggas. 7 fucking years of this shit, gang. 7 years of this shit, gang. Oh my god. Oh my god. $100
Iceberg
account
sell.
challenge, gang. $100 account challenge. They said this shit was impossible. They said this shit was impossible. They said no, you can't trade. You can't trade with a small account. What'd I do? $100 account challenge, 3 weeks. Trading with the same
Iceberg
$100. Trading with the same $100. And what did we just do? For 3 weeks, I just pushed myself over and over and over and test my weaknesses over and over and over. Test my discipline over and over. Literally. Dude. And the thing is, it's not even about the numbers. I didn't even look at the dollar amount the whole fucking time. I'm just straight looking at the chart. Dude, this shit is so fucking hard. It's mentally taxing. It's not hard because of the chart. It's hard because of the battle with yourself. That's the part that's hard. The psychology of this shit. See, other people, they're gonna look at the numbers, they're gonna look at the percentage, they're gonna look at the dollar. I'm looking at me confronting myself and confronting my weaknesses and my fears when I'm trading on these charts. Because what they don't tell you is this shit is 90% psychological. 90. So this entire time, from when I was 17, 18, learning how to trade to now, has been me trying to overcome myself, getting in my own way. Being 25 now, starting at, what, 17, turning 18, I was always able to, sure, make money, but I didn't have the consistency, the discipline, or the perspective at the time when I was young to be able to maintain it. For 3 weeks, I got on stream live done these trades. Live sat here, worked on my weaknesses. Live sat here, analyzed, broke myself down, sat here, said, yo, I messed up doing this, I messed up doing that. This morning, I even messed up on where I got in on the trade. But I stuck to my guns and I said, you know what? This is my logic. This is why I'm going to stick with it. I could be wrong, but as long as I follow my rules and follow my system, we should be good. I sit on here, regardless if anybody's here, working on my craft, working at night, trading in the morning, trading at night, trading in the morning, studying. What I'm saying, today was my first day even using this while I was trading. I started early this morning at like 6, 7 a.m. trying to match this to my current method, my current system. That's kind of crazy to be implementing this the same day, you know, that you're actually trading. Usually, you know, there's a separate process of building it up, but I say, you know what, no, I'm gonna just fucking apply this shit midday, mid fucking trade, and we're just gonna see if I could figure this shit out. What I'm saying? It's like, bro, people just don't understand. It's different when you put in your own money and your own time, and like, you just sacrificing like your time, sacrificing your paychecks. You know, it's different when you sacrificing the money that to use for fucking food or that will pay your bills. It puts you mentally and psychologically in a completely different headspace, because now you're mentally putting yourself in fight or flight mode, which is the worst type of mentality to be in with trading, which is usually why it's rich people trading, because the money, they're not as attached to the money. Well, then the money still means something to me, but that's why I designed the $100 account challenge the way that I did, where it's designed where we withdraw the money out the account anytime we make over $100. So, bro, this means a lot, because I've been getting so close to getting these really good trades. I've been having good trades. We've been consistent. Mind you, we're up 330% off of the initial $100 investment going into today for the past 3 weeks. But at the same time, I've been missing and just barely, like, right on the edge of getting one of these really good trades. Just right on the edge, just like right there, almost every other day. Almost getting there, or getting out too early because mentally I'm getting in my own way, or missing my entry because I'm overthinking it. Today, trading the futures account, I was instantly in flow state. I knew my levels. I was just acting without thinking. That's like the main thing I've been working on, is understand my levels, getting in without thinking, not overthinking, all of that.
Stop sell 26.
That I worked
Stop
on.
sell.
And today, I feel like all fucking 3 weeks of this shit actually paid off. Actually paid off, bro. And y'all see, I was able to manage those trades. I had 4 different contracts. That's the other weakness I was working on. Having multiple contracts, which you could think of it as multiple shares for regular stocks. But I had multiple contracts, and that was my next weakness of working on, was, okay, when I get my bigger account, how am I gonna manage having multiple contracts, multiple shares at the same time, and then taking my profit on some and then the others? So I ain't even gonna do a trade review, gang. I just want to fucking process what just happened. And yo, Abba, thank you for the alert. Thank you, Abba. Just want to process what just happened. And dude, just when you're almost there over and over again, gang, it hit different. It hit different when you keep almost being there. What? Bruh, I just gotta process that real fun. Appreciate the congratulations, man. It's just hard work, man. I swear, nothing to do with numbers, just everything to do with me versus myself. Everything to do with me versus myself. Alright, the review that I will do on the trade. I am going to show you guys the order and then tell y'all what percentage. So we did mess up on this first order. I was a little early. I paid $27 a pop. Okay, I'll show y'all how that went against me, because it went as low as like $13. It went as low as like $13. Oh, it looks like it went. Yeah, it went to as low as $10. So I was down over 60% on that contract. but I was very confident once it hit that level. I was a little early, but I was confident when it hit that level, if we can get a pull down from there, that it could still work out. That's why I held it. We got out the first contract, and then when we got up to the top, I bought these two as well. I bought 2 of these for $21. I sold the first one. The ones that I bought for $21 a pop, I sold the first one for $57. I sold the second one, or I sold the one that I bought for $27. I sold that first one for $52. And then for that second one, I sold it for $83. And you see the price did end up going to $95. And it still could go higher too, but I wanted to secure my gains. I wasn't trying to play around with this. And then, as you can see, the one that I bought for 21, the second one, first one I sold for 57, and the second one I sold for 120, which you can see is currently at 140.
Stop by 20. Stop by. Stop by 15. Stop by.
I think that was a great exit. And these could still go even like higher, but I wanted to just go ahead and get out the contracts and secure my gains because, dude, we beat the odds. We literally just came back from being overly down. I think this is probably gonna go lower, and there's more supports down here at the 80 level. I feel like it might want to come down, test that, but I think this could go possibly even lower. And yeah, maybe it gets a pull back to those 200s, but it's looking like it wants to just go tap that level down there. In my opinion, it look like it. It's trying to bounce right now, but I don't know. The buyers don't really seem to have the control there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Astro.
Yes, sir.
What's good, brethren? And it's so crazy. Thank you for that big body gifted, brethren. But yeah, chat, we're done for the day, bro. We don't even need to look at this shit no more. We're fucking good, man. We're good. Oh, last thing we gotta do, calculate what percentage gain we had, cause I don't know. Okay, so how you doing, Astro? First contract, bought at 27. First one we sold at 52. Second we sold at 83. So we can average that out. And we overpaid for those contracts too. 52. 2 plus 83.
Iceberg buy at 30,114.75. Iceberg buy.
So that's an average sell of 67.5. So that's for this first one. 27 to 67.5. The second one we bought at 20. We bought 2 at 21. We sold the first one. We sold the first one at, wait, did I get the number wrong? No, I didn't. Sorry. We sold the first one at 57. And then we sold the second one at 120. W responsible trader. Getting out that early. I'm so fried for doing that. So 120 plus 57 divided by 2 is 88. So for the first contract, What percentage gain is $27 to $68? No.
To calculate the percentage
What percentage gain
the
is
initial value
$27 to
compare with the
$68?
$27.68 profit.
No, y'all are fucking stupid. What percentage gain is $27 to $68?
Iceberg buy.
Oh my god, y'all are fucking stupid. Please actually look at that. That's 151.85%. What percentage gain is $21 to $88?
Going from $21 to $88 represents a gain of 319.05%.
All right. 30-month streak, let's fucking go. Appreciate you, go.
Stock sell 21. Stock sell.
Alright. So, y'all see the numbers. That's the numbers on the two contracts. Have to average it out.
Stock buy 21. Stock buy.
I thought I closed all that. I thought I closed that. That shit might still go down low key.
Of XFAs is that I'm more aggressive in my combines because I have a little bit more confidence in passing quickly. And I'm okay with the cost of being more aggressive in a combine. But once you get into that XFA, I mean, Dan Emmons made a really great point in chat. If you're struggling with sizing and stop loss location, and you're running into the point where the market maybe is not agreeing with the distance that you're putting between your entry and your stop, or your stop loss locations need to increase, then you need to size down. You need to use less.
Hey, chat. This has been it on the $100 account challenge. Y'all saw the entries, y'all saw the exits, and y'all saw me actually have to adapt today and change my mind, because I initially said, I want to trade in the last hour of the day, but then I looked at the bigger chart and I was like, wait a damn minute. This shit. This shit is kind of showing me that we might get a bigger move, so I had to actually go against my initial plan and kind of weigh the pros and the cons of getting in early. And that first contract I got in was a little bit early, but the second contract, I just looked at my trade thesis. I said, hey, I feel that if we get a pullback today, I know where my levels are that we can get a pullback, so I'm willing to take a risk at these certain levels for a pullback. We got the pullback to those levels. I have 4 contracts. We got out. Like I said, the first contracts that I bought for $27 a piece, 2, I got out those at 151%. Second contracts we bought for 20 a piece, got out of those at an average of 319%. I think the first one I got at like 250%. The second one was close to 500%. So yeah, that's what brings us about to 319. Best day we've had on the fucking $100 account challenge. They said it was impossible, but yet every day of the challenge is documented, and y'all can see the receipts. We're up plus 213% on the account, and we will be withdrawing that $215 tomorrow when it settles, and we'll be back at 100 for the rest of the week, and then next week we can graduate to the $200 account. But for now, this has been Sierra in the Bonus. ITB University doing the $100 account challenge for week 3. Day 1, week 3. Sorry, levels. We implemented using the heat map charts. Dude, for our first day using the heat map charts, I think I'm gonna like trading using that now. I think I'm gonna like that. And shout out to that dude on YouTube who bought that information and live streamed it so all of us can see it. Shout out to them, because I looked up how much it cost today to get that myself, and that shit was an expensive game. That shit was like, we talking like 250, 300. Like, dude, I was like, damn. I'm like, one day we could get it, but it's not in our budget yet. You know, we trying to just get out the little treasures right now. So as of right now, I think that means that we are officially up 550% on the account challenge. So we are halfway from $100 to $1,000. As of right now, we're from $100 to $550 once we take our payout today or tomorrow, whenever the account lets us take it out. They said it was impossible, and we're doing it the disciplined way. We're doing it the disciplined way. To all the people that say you cannot do this without gambling, I'll let the record of all of these episodes of this speak for itself, because I'm using a system, I'm being strategic, I'm being methodical, and I'm using risk management. I'm gonna see y'all on the next episode. 8/17/26, the best day of the $100 account challenge so far. YouTube, follow my socials, hit me up. I'm gonna see y'all.